That heifer right there just don't even care.
Save yourself now.
It should be live.
There we go. What do you say, folks? Or action, should I say. Yeah. Hope everybody have a fine Sunday evening.
Yeah, we did.
We finally made it. The unofficial honey tax.
It's here, y'all.
Yep. Boy, we got a mess of them. How many we got?
Wow.
Bars.
We had 28 runny honey entries and 5 creamed honeys. Our first time making a category for creamed honey. Because that many people sent creamed honey.
Yeah, we showing up double this year. Well, we had 12, 14 last year about it. And, yeah. Y'all send them on in this year.
Mr. Mike said it's always Button's fault, even when it ain't.
What I tell you? I told her
I told him
off
it
the
was your
camera.
fault.
I said, he gonna go chirping about something being late. He pushing the buttons, whatever the case may be. But
I was in my chair on time.
I was getting her. She said, you can't predict everything.
Mm-hmm. You thought he's gonna hide behind the camera.
Yeah.
Well, you ain't leaving me out here hanging.
I guess before we get too far, somebody give us a thumbs up or two if you can hear us good, especially Hannah over there.
I'll try to use my loud voice.
Usually long for. She does it to me all the time. I don't know why it's so quiet at this table. But till then, yeah, we got a loving pastor here, Brother Sammy Burns. His kind, sweet wife here, Miss Jolene.
Mm-hmm.
Brother Sammy's he's gonna be taste tester. Mr. Donnie told us in the parking lot. I guess he thought we were gonna holler at him to come back.
He was saying he couldn't handle it coming up here because he can't eat it. He's having trouble with his diabetes medicine. He was like, I'm having to watch what I eat, so I can't come around that much honey.
Brother Sammy's taking care of this year. We had a blast last year with Mr. Donnie. But
yeah, we did. We're still gonna do a storytelling with Mr. Donnie sometime soon.
I may have trouble with my blood sugar after this.
You got diabetes?
No, not yet.
This one ain't got no diabetes.
Carl just said we're gonna see adults running around like children after this taste test.
Yes.
Everybody. Yeah, Mr. JW, we got your emailed entries.
Oh, he's working this.
In the email.
I would got something out for to slide to the preacher. You know, Mr. JW did. And that would have just been on a sheet of paper. That's all it would say.
Mr. JW is up in Illinois.
Up there in Mid-County somewhere.
I think he's in, correct me if I'm wrong, Mr. JW. But yeah, he's up there. He said he was gonna email his intro to us. He didn't think the mail would get here in time. That's interesting. The famous Mr. Mike Berry said his tracking number said the preacher got his package.
Yeah. Sometimes you try to get a hold to you. I guess his mail didn't make it.
Must not have made it.
I reckon not. Oh, but happy birthday! I didn't forget.
Yes. Yeah. Y'all tell
It
Mr. Mike
is.
Berry happy birthday.
He's a beekeeper over in Louisiana.
Okay. Happy birthday.
He's big in the YouTube world. He said it would be a really good night to have the honey taste because it is his birthday.
Yes.
Well, the man's world famous and he knows a rock star.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
You got tuning in here.
We're up to 35 people. Oh, hey, Larry Moore. He came in. There's a lot. There's like almost 40 people.
We'll shout out everybody right quickly. We'll get tearing into this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to remember which one of y'all got first a while ago. All right, DC did.
Oh.
Mr. Mike, you was the first loser. Jackie and Nate, good to see y'all. Me again, Joey. Carl, his two big brat.
Haley.
Uh,
I'm
Rodney,
guessing Haley's here for the big night.
I think so. I think she was excited to watch too.
Mm.
Talking to Carl the other day. Good conversation with you, bro. We had enjoyed that.
I'm used to the camera being over here. Right here.
Rodney Middleton, brother. We hope y'all doing good. All that storm damage and everything. Live prayers going out to y'all folks up there in the north south.
Absolutely.
Keith Philman,
You know,
Chris.
didn't I see Miss Leona and Miss Jan in here?
There's next in line.
I thought so.
We got our YouTube pastor here, Pastor Larry, Miss Leona, Miss Jan,
Miss Jan's
Hallelujah
his wife.
People.
Miss Leona's her mom.
They
can do all
Mike Tanway, good to see you, bro. Mr. Steve Amos. Miss Sarah, Sarah's Happy High.
Hi, Sarah.
Bill 33. Man,
Mm-hmm.
I was just bragging on that syrup that just, it's not fried. But
That was
had to fall in that pot. That fine maple syrup from up there. Appreciate you on that. Lee, good to see you, bro. Ty, Richard. Lord mercy, we got a good crowd in here, don't we?
We never did
Dave?
get Todd's pistachio when we did it. Isn't that what he was getting me with?
Yeah, the
Or
pistachio.
the avocado? I can't remember. It was one of those. There ain't no such thing. I was like, he got me going for a second. I was thinking, wait a minute. He's out in California. So I was like, anything's possible.
Yeah.
Larry Moore, good to see you, Captain. Hope y'all doing well up there. Didn't get in the bind. Mark McDowell, good to see you. One of them Texans is in here. Oh, Philip.
Oh,
Who else here? VIA, Tom, Melissa, good to see y'all.
okay, y'all.
Yeah, boy. Yeah.
We can't see the screen at the same time, so I don't know who all's in here.
Let her
Just trailing behind, saying hey to everybody.
get back on it.
Eggplant. That's not what you got me with the first time, though. I don't think I'd fell for that. I hope I wouldn't have fell for that.
No, we did, because remember, because I was carrying on about much on that eggplant. And you went into the story of eggplant soup or whatever.
There it was. Brother Tracy and Miss Tammy just came in.
Hey.
I think Jason's at work.
Yeah.
He said he had to go to work tonight.
Oh, man, that's not good. Maybe he
Yeah.
can catch it later on.
Yeah.
Okay, I did fall for it. Whatever. All right. Moving on, Todd. You want to do the prayer list real quick?
Yeah.
You want to get going?
Brother Sammy, we kind of like we mentioned earlier, we got a little prayer list we do here. We pray for folks all over the country and all over the world, really, with some of them. But
yeah,
we have seen God's work move in folks between folks getting closer to the Lord and on top of many healings coming from it. So we try to make this the main focus. We enjoy doing our little beekeeping chat and all that, but like we tell everybody when we haven't done this, our main focus is to have the Lord in there somewhere in it.
Yes.
That way the rest of it come together and we'll just let the pieces fall, if you will. But y'all, if there's anybody we need to add to, take away from, let me know in the comments. And we'll go through that real quick, then we'll start tearing into some cream, honey.
All right, we got Mr. Mark Miller, Ed and his family, really, but especially him and his wife and his father-in-law. Mr. Pat, Miss Deb, Miss Lisa, Grammy Lisa, we got her son and 2 granddaughters. And we did get an update from her today on one of her granddaughters, and I'll let y'all share, or let her share the details if she wants to, but one of them is definitely improving. She had some really good news. So, let's see, Bob and his family, Tom and his wife and his mother-in-law, Mr. Donnie, Mike Tangway and his family, DC's parents, David Hoskins' granddaughter Emma, baby Luca, and the family that lost their little one. Deanna Wheeler, her son Reed, and then Rachel Wilson, Rachel's sister Amanda, and her niece Riley, and then Philip's mama and his friend BJ and his wife. The Jennifer Brown family, Bobby's Bees and his family, Minnesota Mike and his brother, Aaron Frederick, Mr. Larry and Miss Sherry Gandy, and Mr. Larry's mama, Keith Larimore, Hillbilly Earl, the Paris family, Sandy's young family member, Bruce Withersby's granddaughter Unsong, Steve Amos's brother and mother-in-law.
This is Steve Amos that said, I think my brother is on there, but he's in the hospital again doing poorly.
Oh no. I'm sorry, Steve.
We appreciate that, Matt. Sandy, we appreciate you, brother. Okay. I just want to, because he just typed that as soon as he said it's Mr. Steve Amos.
Okay. Yeah, we still got him on here, Steve. All right, Spanky, Israel, and all those affected by the war, all the many storm victims there are right now. Jegs Farms' wife, Sean Balturse's wife, Mr. Ron, PJ Hanley, Stafford Mike, Shabu, Ricky Rourke, 29 Homestead, mine and Tim's family, Grammy Lisa's friend Lime, Catherine's son and his family, Sarah and her family, the Leonard family, Randy's mother-in-law, Tar Heel Randy, Cece's Texas Garden, Earl's mama, Miss Vivian, Philip's mother-in-law's sister, Miss Leona, Terry Chapman, Kenneth and Chris Wilkinson, Ephraim Kalunga, Terry Bertaland, Garrison, DC's friend, the Williams family, and then Pastor Larry and them put in the chat earlier that Randy, the Tar Heel Randy, asked to be added to the prayer list. Apparently he said they're okay, but they had some pretty bad damage from the way he was talking. So y'all remember him too.
He was right there with Pastor Larry on that. He just put in here pretty well word for word what you just said. But yeah, most definitely, y'all, everybody that got affected up there in Florida, y'all folks up there in that mountain country, Lord knows, we know what we deal with here on the coast, and for the most part, it's clean the highways and start rebuilding. Y'all got the same process, but I imagine it's much worse being in the foothills and the mountains, trying to get around and clean and get folks to you and that kind of stuff. At least around here, for the most part, we can communicate a little bit better and so on and so forth, but most definitely. And Keith Larimore, so my doctor said my eye surgery was looking great. That's awesome. Thank y'all for the prayers. I have another appointment with a different retina surgeon in January for the next step. God has a plan.
Yes, he does. Always.
That's good to hear.
I've had that retina problem. You can heal it.
Right.
Randy, if you happen to catch up on this, if you for some reason can't get into the live chat yet later on, but Larry Moore saying I can't get over there to put everything on the screen right now. But
oh wait, I don't have it on the last page. I missed it, but last but not least, all of the government officials running this country these days. Okay.
Randy Tar Heel, if you happen to catch this later on, Larry Moore says get with him. They got wheels and they will travel. They pretty close to you up there. David Hoskins, he said my granddaughter finally came off oxygen.
No.
Still has feeding tube. and high blood pressure. Thank y'all for the prayers.
Mhm.
Hey, baby steps forward.
That's it.
Mhm.
That's improvement. That's good to hear, David. That's really good to hear.
Yeah, I guess Ricky and them has pretty bad damage. Whatever
Ricky
thing it was.
what?
Yeah, he said Ricky was ruined. But I'm gonna pass this puppy back over here to Miss Hannah. And Brother Sammy, since you are the one that leads us in biblical direction, as far as being pastor and all that, if you don't mind, if you'll say a good prayer for everybody on the prayer list this evening.
Sure.
Once again, y'all, after that, we'll get into things, but we definitely need to pray for many folks this
Right.
evening.
Right. We want to add Brother Eddie Brunson, the former pastor at Georgetown, too,
Yeah.
who was hospitalized today with chest pains. He is doing better, the last report, but they got to do some more tests tomorrow. And so all of us at Georgetown, would encourage you to pray for Brother Eddie Brunson and his family. He's a dear man of God and pastored here 41 years. And I've followed him in the ministry because he directed and guided that. And so we love him and we want to pray for him. One other thing I'd say about prayer before we pray, I tell our folks this all the time, and maybe it'll be a help to somebody out there. We have to remember ultimately that prayer is not about getting God to see things our way. It's about getting us to see things God's way. And the more we pray, the more we will be brought in tune and in line with what God intends to do and what his purpose is in some of these most difficult situations that so many of you are going through. So it's good to keep that in mind. Keep praying, always keep praying. And God hears. If you're his child, you always have an audience with the King of Heaven. And it's always a great encouragement for us to know that. And as James reminds us, hey, you have not because you ask not. So we don't want to be found not asking, do we? At all. All right. Well, let's bow our heads and let's pray together. Father, we come to you tonight glad that we can, thankful we can, and the only way we can is by the blood and through the righteousness of your Son, the Lord Jesus Christ. So we praise you for giving him for us, and we praise you that he is our great high priest sitting at your right hand, whereas the scripture says he always lives to intercede for us. And so, Lord, we know that when we pray, Jesus is praying for us, and we rejoice in that. Lord, there are so many needs on this prayer list that Hannah has gone through, so many of them physical, but we know some of them are of emotional nature, and we know that there are no doubt many that are of spiritual nature. And Lord, help us as we seek to pray for other folks, and when we know their greatest need is spiritual, to make sure that we pray for that. Anybody on this list, anybody connected with those that needing prayer, that needs to know Christ, we pray you'd use what's going on in that situation to make them realize their need of you, and that you would give them the grace to come to you. So again, we thank you and praise you that you are the God who heals according to your will, and when it's not your will to heal, you will give the grace to sustain those who are yours. We're so thankful for that. So Lord, work in each situation that which is pleasing in your sight, and that will bring you the most glory, because we know that'll do your people the most good. We thank you in advance, Lord, for what you're going to do in each one of these needs, and we'll praise you for it. Do forgive us our sins, they are many, and we pray it in Jesus' name and for his sake. Amen.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Brother Sam.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate that.
Amen.
Well,
Y'all ready for the big reveal?
here's the rules. It's unofficial, so there's some rules taken out. Or not applied.
It's unofficially official.
We're going to do everything like we did last year on the Runny honey, which we got covered up here.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be smell, taste, and texture.
Mm-hmm.
All right. But last year, I'm talking about close by going.
Was it like a 9-person tie for second place or something? I was terrified. I was like, oh no.
By the time we finished up looking at the numbers going, we got a whole bunch of first place pretty much, but we pushed on through.
Blew out.
But instead of using 1 through 5, we're going to go 1 through 10 on all of them. Smell, taste, and texture.
Mm-hmm.
Then Miss Jolene, Yours will be pretty well the same way, 1 through 10. But we just figured we'd do taste and texture on the cream right there.
Mhm.
And so y'all can get your crayons and your notepad. Anybody keeping score. That way it's like, well, they marked the wrong number.
Yeah, call me out if I mess up.
Go on and start to talk. I know Philip in here, and he'll be chirping in a minute.
I think this thing is not letting on the chat.
No,
50 people in.
no, yeah. Well, hey, we got a good crowd. Appreciate everybody dropping by this evening.
Okay. Are we
So-
ready?
We have to say something about this wonderful biscuits.
Mhm.
Delicious.
Yeah.
Let's play with a new recipe.
They're so good.
Well, I'm going to spill them all over the table.
That's what Lee just said. I need to rate them biscuits.
They're 10, I can tell you.
I was like, well, I mean, the least I can do is make them some biscuits to go with all this money.
That's right.
And I had a new recipe I wanted to try
That's
today.
what I was going to say.
Yeah.
Y'all remember when she done the biscuit? Did you do the sourdough biscuit thing? Did we do a video?
Oh, cream biscuit. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Erase that.
Yeah.
He likes these better.
Way better. She got a new homemade recipe that, how Miss Patty say it, just pretty well throw it in a bucket, and when it looks good, cook it.
I mean, she was telling me, you know, what she does, and I was like, okay, well, how much flour you start with? I don't know, baby. I just pour it in the bowl till it looks right. I was like, okay, we can have fun with it.
Yeah. So you got it.
So
Yeah.
after 3 batches, I think I've got it, kind of, sort of. Okay,
All right. So who we choose on first? Cream honey?
you want that first?
All right.
Okay.
Here we go.
This is a new thing to me because I didn't know there was such a thing.
I know. It's brand new. Thank you, Lee, very much. He did 5 membership.
Oh, thank you,
Okay.
brother. Appreciate you.
This is number 21. I know we're starting
Can you
Oh,
see it? In
backwards. I don't know. I'm going to type in the names like I did last year, though.
Let's enjoy it. We just talking to it. Right. Get your good taste on there.
Thank you so much, Lee.
Yeah, brother, we appreciate that, man. Yes, sir.
Wow. Okay. What do you want from first?
The texture.
We'll say a 9.
We
Oh.
got big numbers starting
Really?
Like I said, I've never done this before.
Yeah.
And the flavor. I'm going to give it a 9. It's delicious.
Whatever, Lee.
Wait a second, you
No, he said start with 21. That's Alabama count.
Oh, okay.
Okay. That's that one. All right. 22A. I don't know if y'all can see that or not, but it's in the cup, I swear. Okay.
It tastes so
This is
different color. I think I'm gonna do.
There you go.
oh, there you go.
Get your big bump.
That's why I can get some more too. It's delicious.
It's probably a good idea.
Yeah,
That
because
was very flavorful.
we forgot to get lemon juice. So
Yeah.
somebody said, "Oh, we got some up there."
That one was my fault, Mr. Mike. I'll take it.
Unofficial.
Totally unofficial.
Right. This is so neat because I've never seen these before.
Isn't that
Right.
wild?
Mhm.
There's a lot of folks getting into it.
Mhm.
There's several people. Well, I mean, I guess y'all can't tell, but a lot of folks are kind of starting to try to get into it to make it a
Make a market
Yeah,
for
make
it
a
down
market
here.
for it.
Yeah.
She's
Wait a
making
minute.
it really official.
Well, I mean, that's
Well,
what
you have
it's
to
for.
wait till that.
Get all the
swallow it.
flavors.
Mhm.
Folks sitting on the edge of their seat.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Suspense.
I don't know if all these textures. I'm gonna say an eye on this texture.
Oh,
No. Okay.
Is this okay?
He's a judge.
absolutely. There's a reason we didn't want to do this. I don't know that I could.
It would be hard not to because I guess
Field said 33. Field said every entry will be nines. Then we go to the extra items in the deliveries for tiebreaker. Good idea.
a couple of those. One of them we got. Y'all gonna get it. That fella's crazy. Or whatever y'all call it.
Okay, that's flavor, right?
Mhm.
It's a 7.
All right, got a 7 on it.
Okay.
It was good. Very good.
Really good. Okay.
Gained 5 pounds.
Those are healthy
Yeah,
biscuits.
those are gluten
All
free.
Right.
Again, I don't know if y'all can see it, but we got 22B coming next. And that is-
Seems like those flavors in the cream almost stay longer on in your mouth than the
Mhm.
Runny.
Yeah.
To me right now,
Mhm.
since I've never had it.
Some of them say that, don't they say that cream in it kind of enhances the flavor of the honey, like brings it out more?
Whoever sat down one day and thought about doing this and start putting it all together?
Seriously.
Well,
Yeah. All right, y'all. I just put in the chat the one she's tasting now.
You shove it over.
I did. I don't think they can see it. I don't think I can get close enough to the camera. But she's saying wow every time. I know.
Mm.
Oh, trust me, I know. We've been tasting them as they come in.
yeah, it's been going on over a month for us trying these puppies as soon as they
It
come
hit
in.
me yesterday morning. And I got sad. I was like, today's the last day we can get a new honey to try in the mail. Like, it's gotten to be like a kid waiting on that mail to run to see what we can taste today.
Yeah.
It's just pretty cool, like in my crazy head, that we have an opportunity to try all this different honey from literally Washington State, Pennsylvania,
Down
all
here.
down here along the
Yeah.
Gulf Coast, not the ocean, East Coast, West Coast. I mean, pretty well all over the states, and
Yeah.
it's pretty neat the different flavors you can get into.
There's y'all all did really good on your cream honey.
Yeah.
Did. We'll say it and
On the texture.
Not 8 on the texture.
7 on the flavor, and it's very good.
It's a high 7. I said.
That's it.
That's good.
Okay. All right, we got 23A.
I know.
No, you're gonna do it.
She said, bless your heart.
That's a different color.
No, today we did not get any Canadian honey.
No, shoot, it probably cost him $600 to get it.
I was thinking, I don't know who could afford the shipping.
Mhm.
Unless you knew a guy on the other side of the line that could just pitch it over the line to you. Right?
Yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to say hey to everybody in the chat, but I'm having trouble keeping up.
I'm trying to get those tastes out of my mouth. Work it up.
There you go. Make it fair.
Mm-hmm. All right, this is. That was a surprise,
Yeah.
wasn't it?
Very. Can I say a flavor I taste?
You can.
Mm-hmm.
It's peanut butter.
The peanut buttery flavor.
It's really good. Really different.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not even a peanut butter eater, but we'll just plain peanut butter. That's really good. Yeah, that texture. Now that what's that, 10?
Oh, no, we got 10 on the
Whoa.
board.
It's
10
in on
the
the
board.
texture.
Maybe I started to.
Do we need to open the scales?
Yeah.
Go up to 20.
Uh,
On the flavor,
mhm.
I would say an 8.
8 on them. All right.
Oh, those are so good. They're just delicious.
Okay, y'all. 23B. This is the last creamed honey.
Look at the textures. They are really close.
Hey, that sounds
These are.
good too, Steve. He said, watching all this eating, I'm going to warm up some ribs and collars.
I heard that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got a little piece of some ribs left in the fridge. I'm diving into since we wrapped it up yesterday. So, oh, Rocky can make it back to this.
But
That's gas station food.
Yeah.
it's really not a
Yeah.
gas station food.
No, it's homemade.
It's good food. Yeah.
This is pretty.
Isn't it?
Pretty. Wow, I think I like these creams.
They're pretty cool, aren't
Mhm.
I
they?
like the way I like the texture.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody's noting that.
Yeah.
Go
They're
ahead.
great.
Yeah.
Wow.
Ooh, that sounds good too, Lee. Lee said he did a homemade chili yesterday.
Mhm.
He's gonna go get him a bowl too.
I'm making everybody hungry.
We end up talking food almost every single live stream anyway at some point.
But it's good food though. It ain't no
I don't know exactly what that taste is.
It's awesome though,
It's
isn't it?
really, really good.
kind of a mystery taste to it.
I could taste a little. It seems like me a little bit strawberry. I'm not sure. Okay. We'll give an 8 for the texture
8 on the texture,
and a 7 on the flavor.
7 on the flavor.
And it was delicious. I'm glad I don't have to do anymore. Those were good. Thank you all. Those were delicious.
Steve said making people hungry is our spiritual gift.
I really like the creamy honey. Never have had that.
They're different.
I like it.
Well, if the Lord wills, and we have a 3rd annual, I know a lot of folks, a lot of y'all was chirping in the chat about y'all want to do a cream honey category. So this is the beginning of it.
This is the first annual.
I'm for it.
It's got to be in, so there's next year's judge.
Okay.
Hold off on the numbers. We'll wait till we're done to give the numbers.
I was gonna do them all at one time.
Okay. All right.
I'm a step ahead though,
You got it.
and then I'm gonna be a step behind pretty soon. Okay.
You better get a
Yeah.
You ready, brother?
I'm ready.
your mouth.
All right.
Really.
And Jesus said, "He that endures to the end, the same shall be saved." So I'm gonna try to do that.
You good, Bruce? Okay, Lee, we're gonna do Louisiana counting now.
Yes.
That's number 1.
Go on for Smith.
Yeah, Mr. Donnie forgot that like every time last year.
He's so worried about diving into them things.
Steve, he said it's looking like a college party.
Oh, solo cups on that.
Hey, nothing but honey in
It's
there.
all
It's honey, nothing else.
Yeah, it's unleaded, yeah. You did your math wrong?
I'm not doing that. You wrote in the wrong column.
Oh, try another number.
Okay, what's your smell rating?
6.
Got a 6
Hi,
on it?
Macy. Matt's daughter's in here. So she said, tell everybody, hey. Sorry, I
Okay.
didn't mean to cut you off.
Yeah.
Okay, your texture, Brother Sammy.
I'll give it a 7 on texture.
Okay. And then your flavor.
7 on that too.
Okay.
8,
Good.
what was it, 8, 7, 7?
6, 7.
6, 7,
6,
7.
7, 7.
Get it right, then.
Brains. Because you really have to use your brain
Well, I mean,
to think about all this.
because,
It's good.
mm,
Good for our age people to do this.
All right.
Brain exercise.
I guess it say this much without gun line getting in a bind with it, but the flavors, like some of them, y'all know how it is with your honeys. You get your good taste for a few minutes, then if you sit there and let yourself idle, it's like you'll get another round of something else or a different kind of maybe texture to it, something along those lines.
That's a different smell. That's a good smell, but it's a little bit stronger smell, I would say, than that first one.
Mhm.
Amber.
Brother Tracy said, communion, honey.
Wow. That almost has some molasses interest in it or something.
Mm.
That's what it reminds me of.
Alright, so what's your smell number?
Give it an 8 on smell.
How you don't smell?
Mm-mm.
Taste next, right?
Texture.
Texture next. 6
Okay.
6, okay.
and sorry, but 4
On the flavor.
on flavor. Yeah.
All in play.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's getting on their attitude.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I know.
It'll stay on you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Biscuit.
3.
That's right. We had you did everybody in order. That's how we done it. How we got it in order.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm trying to think in my head who was who. Well, once we probably get about third, fourth person off.
Yeah.
Let's get
The trash talking.
That's funny.
You can read it. He said that it was the fellow's name that put that entry in. It was filming.
I might have to get up here that way I can put this trash talking in. My brother's name. Yeah, I got this part. Let me put some of this trash talking in.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, what's your
Okay. On smell, 7.
okay?
Texture, 9. And 8 on taste. Flavor.
That's a high numbers in there.
It's good.
Okay, Steve is a retired barbecue judge, and he said drink plenty of water and a few crumbs of biscuit every time, and your palate won't get overwhelmed.
Thank you. It's what I've been doing. Yeah. Thanks.
And eat it even if you're not tasting it right now.
Yeah.
You ready for the Sammy? I'm sorry.
Yeah. That's fine.
I thought you were trying to get the
I
taste
am.
out.
I am. So,
Okay. What did we give you, number 4?
Yes.
yes.
Okay.
It's very flowery smell.
Mm.
Yeah.
Now, a lot of these are like spring and summer honey, so they're going to
That's
be
what
like
makes
a
me think that.
wildflowery.
Yeah.
I remember that we tasted of yours. And it was, Tim said, "What does it taste like?" And I waited a little bit, and I said, "It's like blueberry.
Mm-hmm.
It's like blueberry." That's what it left.
And that's got a little bit of that honey burn that
Mm-hmm.
you get in your throat. That's the first one so far that I've gotten that from.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Your smell.
Smell, I'd give it a 9.
Ooh.
I had 9 on the smell.
Mr. Mom.
Which
Hey,
one?
what's your judgment, brother? Like, come on. Okay. What's your texture number? I can't believe it.
Texture, 6.
Okay. Let me get through your numbers and I'll
Okay.
I'll take comment one.
All right. And
Okay.
then flavor,
Flavor.
I would say is 8.
A.
Yeah.
Okay. Mr. Mike said, I like his judging. If it tastes like the afterbirth of a Mongolian bush ape, don't be afraid to say so.
I don't know that I can compare to that.
Oh my gosh, Mr. Mike. Yeah, Mr. Mike's having a really good night. Oh my gosh.
Mhm.
You need to refill.
Yes, that'd be good.
Well, you ponder on that. You fixing to make your brandy, or are you just reading comments?
Well, I'm trying to keep some of these comments going at your show.
Mhm.
Number 5.
It's a very different taste.
Mm-hmm.
Very different.
A lot of them, they're so unique
Mm-hmm.
from everywhere.
Bad.
So what's your smell rating?
Okay, smell, I would say 7.
Mm-hmm.
Texture, 8.
Mm.
And flavor, give it a 10.
Ooh. First 10.
Got a 10 in there.
Yeah, my mouth fell open when I counted and realized that he had 28 honeys to try.
I think Tim is putting more up there every time you
You
pull
think
one.
so?
It's a minute then.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Biscuit
They're
helpers.
so sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, biscuits.
Carl, we're on to the Runny honey portion. He was asking
Oh,
where we was at on
you
some.
missed the cream honey, Carl.
But we ain't giving the numbers out yet, so just stand by.
Oh, maybe the packet's gone. Oh, yeah, those are clean. I just covered the tops and the honeys with
Yes. It's an interesting taste.
it. I feel like you're going to say that a lot tonight, Brother Steve.
Probably am.
Mr. Mike said, I'm sweating bullets and I ain't even got a dog in the hunt.
Well, while that other one that I said was kind of a molasses type element,
Mm-hmm.
this one's kind of maple syrupy
Yeah.
type element. Is what I pick up.
So what you reckon on the smell?
The smell was pretty hard to pick up, so
Yeah.
I'd say maybe a 4.
Okay.
Texture, I'll give it a 7.
Okay.
And flavor, 5.
Okay.
You see that comment I just popped up there? See who it is?
There's Brother Charles and Miss Stephanie. Oh, everybody's coming in
You told him not to
tonight.
watch.
You told him not to watch.
Oh, yeah. I texted Charles and told him to watch.
Must have talked.
What did he have nothing to do with?
I get anything. I mean, it's
Yeah.
in it and he ain't in it kind of thing.
What comment did you put up that I missed?
Charles Maples being in here.
Oh,
They ain't had nothing to do with it.
no.
Mm-hmm. It's light too. Flavor is light.
Making sure I don't get mixed up.
Okay. Smell, I give it a 7.
Mm-hmm.
Texture, 6.
Mm-hmm.
And taste, 8.
Oh, getting some high numbers there too.
If Charles is still doing his things, maybe I'll have to be treated.
You'd be surprised at how different, even as close as
Yeah.
we are, his honey could taste totally
Yeah.
different from our honey.
Yeah.
It does because I've tasted it. His is good.
Yeah.
Charles is good.
Okay, you finished that. You're on 8, right?
That's correct.
I wanted to come on here, so.
Oh,
I want to get on this.
I know.
Look at me.
Well,
Be like Mr. Donnie.
Tim is put more up there.
You think so?
Yeah.
What'd you do?
Nothing. I thought this thing pushed buttons.
Quit pushing buttons.
That's got a little bit of the honey burn, that one too. Not as much as the other, but a little bit. Yeah.
So what's your smell?
5.
Mm-hmm. Texture?
Texture, 7.
Mm-hmm.
And taste, 6.
Okay.
This is number 8.
9.
No, well, I'm behind on numbers. I'm sorry, y'all.
There's your Alabama counting link.
I told y'all I'm not an educated man.
Do you need to move some of the cups he's done with?
Well, it's okay.
We can stack them solo cups up.
The office light
The offer.
over here.
Yeah. Did you sniff it?
Mm-hmm. I did. Real good. Good. Okay. Smell,
Mm-hmm.
6.
Thanks, Danae.
Texture, 8.
You're encouraging this behavior again tonight.
And flavor, 9.
Ooh.
Ooh, nah.
Okay. Brother Sam,
Yes.
you're a third of the way there.
That's encouraging. That's encouraging. Thank you.
Oh no.
I'm gonna have to start reusing spoons. I can.
We got enough. They just didn't want to come out. Okay. That's number Yeah.
That's the mouth now, that's it.
Mm-hmm.
That helps a lot. That gets it kind of cleared out.
Are you gonna come join the fun?
Well, I will when you get
Are
done
you
pushing
gonna-
them.
Hi.
Okay. Okay. Y'all doing good.
Real unusual.
Mm-hmm. They're taking this a lot more seriously than Mr. Donnie did.
I bet.
Smell,
Mm-hmm.
5. Texture, 8.
Mm-hmm.
Flavor, 5.
What?
Mr. Nightmare.
I tell you what, those biscuits are that's right because they're so, just not just because they're so good, but it really helps.
Mm-hmm.
Kinda cancels out one flavor.
Helps. Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
Okay.
I'd be handicapped without something, I think.
DC, she had that lid so tight on that jar, I had to go out to my work truck and get a set of wood clamps and clamp down on that lid and put it in a bind between the ladder rack and the truck to get that
Yeah.
thing off.
Whatever.
Yeah, she hunkered down on that joker.
That's very strong smell. I mean, it's a good smell, but it's you don't have to do much sniffing on that to get it.
What is your
Okay, smell,
Mm-hmm.
8. Texture, 7. Taste, a 6.
Okay.
Well, Carl, we got a little funny money. I don't know how far that'll get you.
He said, "Do you win any prize? Is there any prize money if you win?" My wife is shopping for cars. That's terrifying, Carl.
That was a more prominent smell, too.
Mm.
I like it when you don't have to work it.
It's nice.
Miss Jolene,
Grainy.
you may have to drive home tonight. Your foot may be a little heavy on that paddle by the time we get done with this.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Smell, I'd give it a 7.
Okay.
Texture, 3. It's a little bit grainy to me.
Mm.
And then flavor, 6.
Okay. Yeah, Brian said, "Yeah, the prize is 30 grand from play."
Well, y'all just hold on.
Oh yeah, it gets better.
It does get better. I'm glad you said that, Brian.
How many did Donnie do last year?
Well, for 14.
I think it's 14, I think Mr.
But he
Donnie had.
split it into 2 live shows because he didn't bring his medicine.
Oh, okay. And you know you'll have more next year.
I hope so, but I don't know. We're gonna have to move it somewhere besides the kitchen if we do.
I'm gonna have to tag team it too.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Brother Charles Maple said loads of disappointed things out there. Oh, me. Okay. Yeah, I put the name in on that.
Miss
Okay, smell,
uh-oh.
that's 7.
Mm-hmm.
Texture, also 7. And taste, give it a 9.
Ooh.
Got a 9 on
I
that.
have to go to like a scale of 1 to 15.
Well, it's unofficial. Yeah, I mean, y'all doubled last year's. And if, like I said, if the Lord wills, we do year 3 and y'all double that. We're definitely going to have to break it down into to a 2 Sunday.
Yeah.
We'll see after he does this meeting what happens to him.
Yeah.
Next year.
He's not a diabetic, but check his sugar when you get home. I think
Yeah.
according, I'm sorry.
Tonight they're all good. Like they are all so good.
Okay, smell, 6.
Okay.
Texture, an 8. Taste,
At least he said you'll have a sugar crash.
So that's good.
We're going to unload that.
That's why I was asking
Oh,
if
that's
you
what you
need to
say.
get some of his cups over there. Oh, that was so kind of you, James. He
Yeah.
said he had to withhold his entry this year so the rest of y'all could stand a chance at winning. Okay, we're on 14A.
yes.
Okay.
I should have just stacked those cups up and let the bees rob them out tomorrow.
Yeah.
True.
Might do that, but yeah.
Get it back to. Take it out right now.
Okay.
Brother Charles said Nate would like to volunteer for the next taste test.
Wish you were here tonight.
Bring him over and let him help her to stand me out here.
All right. Smell,
Mm-hmm.
7.
Okay.
Texture, a 5. It's a little runnier. I know some of them are, but it's a little bit runnier, so that's why I give it a 5 on the texture. And then the flavor, 6.
Okay. You might have to scoot those over to the side of the table. I'm about getting where I can't
Getting to
reach
be a
them.
longer cut. Reach.
He's flying through them, Brother Sammy.
Mm.
Okay. Let's-
I'm afraid if we wait too long, I might not get restarted.
We're getting close.
Oh, that's
Got 9 more to go.
I mean, it's good. Good, evident smell. There's a very tight influence I'm getting sometimes. Good. Okay. Smell, 7.
Mhm.
Texture, 9.
Oh,
And flavor, a 9.
Hey now,
Oh,
I can hear him now. I can hear
I
him
was
now.
just thinking, he's not even saying anything in the chat. I wonder if he left. He gave up on us.
I think we get to his.
Yeah, DC, I'm afraid he's going to be full on honey and biscuits by the time he gets to go home.
That's okay. We ate a light lunch in preparation.
There you go. Tennessee Tim just came in.
Good to see you, brother. We about, almost halfway, a little over halfway on the.
You
Honey
got
tasting.
14. See, Brother Sam?
Yes, that's correct.
We are taking it seriously.
I
Too much.
love it.
We can call it part of the official instead of.
We still have more fun than like the snooty yuppie contest though.
Well, sure. Absolutely. All right. Smell, 5.
Okay.
Texture, 7. And flavor, 6.
Okay.
Okay.
You doing okay?
Darren says I'm getting a toothache watching him.
I know, I just
Oh,
saw
mercy.
that.
Mercy.
I haven't started hallucinating yet.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody's sent any of that kind of honey.
Yeah.
What's the name of that honey, y'all? That make you hallucinate, they say, or take you to another world?
I have no idea.
There's some kind of, I forget what they call it. Somebody put it in here for us.
It's real similar to an earlier one. Real simple.
There you go, Danae. DC said no funny honey.
Yeah, it ain't funny.
Yeah, Todd, he tried it on the last live stream. The end of our live last week.
Well, the honey, the hot honey.
No, Bob, we don't have a diabetic judge this year. No insulin shots
Not
needed.
yet. Not yet. Okay. So smell, I would give it a 6.
Okay.
Texture, 8.
Mhm.
And flavor, an 8.
Okay.
Try to found a good seat, bro.
That's what I was fixing. Type in the chat. Oh, you mixed them up, Buttons.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. They call him Buttons because he has crashed our live stream so many times just pushing buttons and he hits the wrong one.
Use more.
Yeah, I will.
Let me type this name in and I'll get you some.
It's very evident. Aroma too.
You want to show you? Did you seriously have to leave the garbage can in the middle of the kitchen?
Well, I don't know how full that offering plate was going to get when they empty it out.
I think the rest of it can make it. I don't know.
It's almost citrusy taste in there.
A lot of them
Yeah,
just have all those different flavors.
it is real different. I haven't tasted anything at all like that.
Wow.
Okay. Smell, I would give it a 7.
Mhm.
Texture, 8.
Mhm.
And flavor, a 6.
Jasper's having to fit.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I can hear him over there.
I know y'all are live.
We see you.
Just he's worried about him, I'm sure. Hearing him cry. I hadn't seen this one in here tonight.
Now he may catch it on the,
Yeah.
because he was having internet trouble or something before.
Uh-oh. Getting reactions like that.
All right, whoever it is, it's nothing personal. I have to stay on smell of 3,
Mm-hmm.
on texture 6,
Mm-hmm.
and on flavor of 4.
Okay.
He said he took a second taste.
Uh-huh.
All right, well, we got 4 more.
Mhm.
All right.
You working them down, brother Sammy. You're doing good.
Walk 2 miles.
Yeah.
No.
Walk sugar off.
Turn him loose with his new metal detector.
There you go.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Did you get one for real? Yeah, I really got one.
We didn't buy one.
Oh.
We just used it yesterday for the first time and was
Oh.
there digging holes with my trowel.
I took 1 hop.
Well, it was a furrow. But you had fun.
Fun times.
It's a darker honey. See?
Yeah.
And it has a little bit of that molasses taste to me too,
Mm-hmm.
like the other. Okay,
Smell.
smell 6,
Okay.
texture 8. It's just thicker. I like it. I like it thicker. And flavor 5.
Okay.
No, you're getting close.
Yeah, we're getting close.
You okay?
Doing nice. Okay.
Well, at least you'll rest good tonight.
Oh, you'll probably sleep like a
I'll probably
baby
wake
when you
up
sleep.
every couple hours and check on
Oh,
it.
that's very good.
Holler, I'm fine.
Yeah.
Best sleep ever.
It's light, real light.
I'm sleeping over here with you.
Okay, let's see that one.
Today said he's gonna run alongside the car on the way.
No need to.
Yeah, brother,
No
Sam,
need
did
to.
you forget about your spit up? You didn't have to keep swallowing the honey.
Yeah,
Hey, we're there now.
I didn't say forget about it. I started.
Taste it and then spit it out.
Well, I actually thought maybe if I go ahead and swallow it, that'll give me a good overall.
Oh yeah.
We
I
did
did.
forget though. We did forget, and that was very good idea. Very good idea.
Okay. On that one, I would say the smell would be 6,
Mhm.
texture 5, and flavor 5.
Okay.
Drum roll. We'll get
Oh no.
Was it
He
2 left?
2
completed
more.
after that. What?
I forgot something.
What?
Just on my, I'll carry on when we get done. Forgot to put the mystery honey in there this year again.
We didn't have any mystery honey.
Yeah, we did. Remember?
DC gave you a drum roll
Oh, good.
in the
Thank you, thank
chat.
Some of these are just there's so many. Some of them are kind of repetitive. I know they're coming from different places, all that, but some of them are real similar. In other words,
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, that's good. So, smell, I would give it a 7.
Mhm.
Texture, 7. And flavor, I'd give it a 9.
Oh. Yep, I think it's going to be a continuing thing, Bob. We're going to do a cream honey category every year now.
Yes.
Michelle Lynn loved the cream honeys.
I can't handle that many.
Yeah, she can do it.
They're thicker too.
Yeah, Bob,
they're
we
really,
did them right at the
really good.
beginning.
Really good.
Mm-hmm. Okay, where are we at? 19? Yeah,
Yes.
that's
Did you put the name in it?
I'm fixing to. I think people just need one name to know who that is.
With no E.
Uh-huh.
That's real different. Too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I will say on smell, I will give it a 6.
Mm-hmm.
Texture, an 8. And flavor, 7.
Okay. Last one.
All right, y'all.
I can't
This is
believe
it.
we made it.
How many biscuits have you eaten?
I don't know. I don't know how much honey I've tasted.
I'm not gonna want biscuits or honey for a week after this.
Wow, that's a dark one.
Oh wow. That looks like one of the colors of the cream.
That's strong aroma too. And strong taste.
Yeah, we might have to just start kind of planning on doing it in 2 nights for the running.
Yeah. Okay. I will give this smell. I will give it a 5.
Mm-hmm.
Texture, a 6. But I'm just not real keen on the flavor. I have to give it a 3 on flavor. It's a little strong.
Okay. Now we gotta
Empty table.
tally it up. Let's see who got what this year.
Don't get your math wrong.
Yeah.
Boy, y'all about all this stuff. Y'all didn't say you hardly no biscuit.
It was necessary equipment.
No, I bet it was. I bet it was. Don't worry, I'll finish
Absolutely.
that.
That was
I
fun.
don't want to mess myself up for real. I feel terrible if I added them. So I'm gonna cheat.
You doing them all?
Yeah.
I like the cream too. That was unexpected and very different. Like
Mm-hmm.
Well, you doing the numbers. You want me to say what we're gonna do
Oh, that's fine.
while you count numbers?
Yeah.
Y'all, there's so many entries coming in, and we talked, I don't know how many times of what are we gonna do
Mm-hmm.
and try to. Ain't no way world we can eat all the honey, kind of thing. What folks sent in. So what we're gonna do? Whoever the winner is tonight, you get to pick it.
Okay.
All right, you carry that puppy home. I imagine you probably don't want to touch him for a few days. But, you carry that one home with you.
All right.
And any other runner up, however you want to do it, Brother Sam, take 2 or 3 of them. But we're gonna send him home with you. And Miss Joanne on the cream honey, whichever one you want to carry with you, carry 2 of them home with you, however y'all want to do it.
Absolutely.
Pick them out there and let y'all carry them on home. Then whatever the preacher's wife don't carry home here. Anybody that said that, there are several of you that we greatly appreciate y'all sent, I guess, us to put back on top of an
Your
extra.
entry.
Yeah. So what we're going to do on that, we'll work out the fine details later on. But
But we want to let the love flow.
yes,
Keep flowing.
so we're going to buy anybody that sent like a 1 pound, and there's a bunch of them, anything over a pound pretty much that's worth sending, I guess. We're going to get some of the little half-pound jugs, bears, mason jars, something, and we're just going to divide it. And whenever we go to do a live or two, we'll do a giveaway. And most definitely, since y'all pushed us over that 1,000 mark, which we thought we'd never reach, kind of thing,
Unreal.
we're going to have several of them in the 1,000 giveaway whenever we do that. We hope to probably start, maybe do the 1,000 giveaway in October, around November, if everything works out.
Lord willing.
And so that way we'll draw names out of a hat, whoever. Lee, we're probably going to have to call either you or Johnny on that.
We need technical support.
Yes, absolutely. We're going to need one of y'all. Spin the wheel or whatever.
No.
Uh-oh.
We have a tie, y'all.
We got time.
For real. We got a tie. And I shut my book with the name.
Who
Who is this?
I'm interested to see who this right here. Who it is?
You know, do the chat for a second since I'm done with the calculator. Number. Oh. First runner up in the tie is DC. And then. Oh, yeah, nobody's ever gonna hear the end of it because Philip was the other one to tie his Capel Spring Honey.
We got tiebreaker. How we gonna do this?
Oh no, I was not prepared for that. Not at all.
We didn't put a little pressure on it now, those things. You gonna do a tiebreaker?
Let Joanne do it.
Yeah,
You
you
gotta tie her on the break. You'll have to
There
do
we
her
go.
tie. Yeah, you do.
Yeah, so you can taste the cream. That's so good.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Okay, so Russell Koopman and Carl's Peanut Butter tied for first place in the cream honey.
we're gonna do tiebreaker on
I know. Hang on, I got it. Where
These
are the
season-
cups?
it. There's some blue ones up there.
Y'all just gonna have to eat it out of the jar.
We can do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll just do that. All right, who did I say?
Yeah,
DC.
just one thing. Yeah.
Who
That's two.
I know, I mean, one more. Right?
Phillips Capel. Which one was it? Spring.
Hell Spring.
Yeah.
Just fancy little dogs.
Uh-huh. Look, I got to brag on him again. It's his daughter that makes little honeybee earrings. They send me.
Hey.
That was part of his, not a bribe. Just fell in the box. All right. Here's your first one.
Oh, okay.
Tiebreaker.
Tiebreaker.
Here, I'll let you put it in chat.
Mm-hmm.
The smell of this.
Yes, ma'am.
Philip, is that a taunt or was that sincere? Todd said the tiebreaker is the bride.
We'll show y'all some of them here
Mhm.
shortly. Y'all don't go nowhere. We still got
I wish he was here. I haven't seen him.
none. Maybe
Taste, smell,
Mm-hmm.
a 5.
Okay.
5 on Smith.
Texture, 8.
Mm-hmm.
Taste, 7.
Okay.
Okay.
Now rid of that one.
Oranges. See.
I'll just set the same one here.
Here,
I
go.
need some more.
Got some.
We get your oranges.
The kitchen bill.
Drum rolls.
Mike,
It's fine. I would do that, but they didn't both have a label. So I don't think that would be fair.
what label do?
He said you could make the tiebreaker whoever has the best label, but only one have a label.
Smell
Mm-hmm.
5. That's different from the cream. The smell
Yes.
even. Now that I've done the cream. Texture 9 and flavor 9.
Oh,
Well,
Knock it out.
there's your 2024.
oh my gosh! Philip won.
He's
The
bouncing
honey,
off the
honey.
wall.
Yeah, he's bouncing
I can
off the walls.
Yes. It took you 2
Okay.
years, Bubba, but you got the squat on the running, honey.
You did it.
What was you?
Mr. Mike just said, I feel like I have given birth to the 10-pound baby. Okay, who was it?
All over.
Russell Koopman and Carl's peanut butter. That's in the
That was very
sleeves. Yeah.
Now I'll show you.
Yeah.
Well, if it was a label contest and I had to choose, I'd have to choose on this man right here. But I'll let you go while I'm
Oh, yeah.
trying that one there. But
Isn't it cute?
Oh, yeah.
now, if there was a label contest, if I can get y'all in here, where am I at? Get up here.
This one's gonna go closer.
Mm-mm. Y'all might.
This is like
Yeah.
way behind. It's like a 10-second delay there.
If I had to choose the label, that'd be good.
See? Yeah, y'all. I hate to say this, but yeah, everybody's a winner in my book. That's why I didn't judge. There is no way I could really pick a winner.
All right.
At all.
Ready?
Yes.
Mhm.
On this one,
Taste it and take.
taste, 4.
4.
Okay.
And texture 6.
Okay.
4 and 6. All right.
That was Carl.
Carl.
Okay.
Yeah. Y'all put that in your face there. Or Miss Juggly.
Yes.
You like it?
Yeah, and it's
Russell said that's his granddaughter.
Okay. That's a cool picture, man.
That's great.
I guess that's
See,
what
I
I'm
told
gonna say.
you. Yours was gonna be on up there.
Which one first? Taste or texture?
It doesn't matter.
Okay. Texture, 5.
Okay.
Taste, 8.
Oh. Okay. Russell Koopman
Mr. Russell.
is the king of the cream honeys.
Wow.
But
Yeah.
that's apple cinnamon.
I know.
Really
With
good.
that flavor.
Really good.
And like I said, I'm not a big peanut butter fan, but I liked the peanut butter.
Mhm.
I'm a big peanut butter fan, and I didn't care for the taste. as
Yeah.
much.
Yeah.
Different pounds.
But
Different
right.
absolutely.
That was, yeah, that's the one. I remember that cinnamon.
But you were right though. The other one was strawberry cream honey.
Yes, man.
You did good. I was
I'm
thinking,
good.
man, you could be a honey connoisseur. You didn't even know it.
So, what we got? Philip.
Philip won the running honey. he got bragging rights for the year, and Russell Koopman got the creamed honey with his apple cinnamon flavor.
Mm-hmm. It's good. Yeah.
So y'all have a giant shelf to pick some honey from over there.
I missed it. Philip,
Phillips,
Spring.
spring, yeah, Capel spring honey.
All right, there's your winners there, Brother Samuel.
Okay.
And that's all his. This is
Yeah.
from
One
Let's see.
from Richland.
Richland.
Capel.
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 Capel, Texas. Out there. So
That's
Thank
all.
you,
That's
thank
right
you.
around
Yeah.
Dallas area.
Right.
Okay.
In Texas.
Right.
The family there.
Yeah.
That's
My family's from
it.
Texas.
Oh, hey, Lisa. Girl, you missed it. We just finished up the contest. But seriously, y'all, congrats to everybody.
Yes.
Thank you, everybody, for all the participation. It's been fun for like 2 months building up to this.
we appreciate that, Brother Samuel.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Thank y'all for asking us.
Yeah. We enjoyed it.
Privilege.
Much.
And lots of
I'm so glad
Lots of
y'all.
fun.
I'm so glad y'all all. We talk about y'all a good bit on our lives, so now y'all can put faces to the people we talk about all the time.
Just have to make sure you can get up from the table and
Yeah,
get
I have
out.
to roll it out to the car.
Yeah, right.
Blair Moore said Philip's going to show up with a crown on, saying he's the king of running.
Well, 'cause last year, the guy that won here, right there, Texas, he didn't make it in the first place. There's another gentleman, up in, Mr. Dan Weaver, up in Pennsylvania.
Yeah,
Okay. And to be honest, the man that won bragging rights last year, between his two honeys, Mr. Donnie went through them, and when he got to this one, and y'all was that black locust, and it was just clear as in glass right there. You would, if you looked at the jar and it didn't move, you wouldn't think there was no honey in it.
Hmm.
And
oh, it was.
I tried it, and yeah, my word, that was some good honey.
Oh,
Well, he sent that, then he sent a wildflower honey, and me and Hannah was like,
that black locust is going to win.
well, no, Mr. Don chose the wildflower
Oh.
honey off of it. But I guess it's like you're saying, everybody's got a different tasting palate and all that.
Right.
But yeah, it was kind of surprising whenever Mr. Donnie chose that. But Philip, where I'm going with all that, last year put a letter in his bribes,
Yeah.
earrings, cards, and all the other stuff that he sent last year. I had to dig that out here shortly. But he had put a letter in there. Long story short, in his letter, he said, if I don't win, my honey is, how do you put
And he said it's more popular with ladies and children if I don't win. So that's my excuse. But the first sentence of his letter was, "This is not a bribe." All in capital letters.
Good.
But hey,
I think the cream honey is a good thing to get going.
You want that again, too?
That's
absolutely, y'all
Very
take
good.
your pick.
Yes, there's a variety of here.
There's even some. We didn't have a category for it, but several people. You like the spicy kind of, don't you?
Yeah.
I think we got 5 different kinds of hot honeys,
Wow.
like pepper infused honeys.
Yeah.
So you're welcome to try one of those
Well,
too.
let's see, old Ed's in a big jar somewhere up here. Ed's son of one.
They had to hook us up with 6 jars of different kinds of honey.
Right there. So I'll cut you a good deal out of that. You
See
can
it in
put
there.
on your chicken or whatever you want.
Yeah. That is good.
That's what everybody says. They use it on like grilled meat.
Yeah.
And they're
I see
like,
that.
it's really good. He may be over the honey tasting.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you can get the spice smell.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Smell it.
I tasted a little bit of it.
That is good.
I'm scared to eat a bunch of the hot, but
Yeah.
it had a good flavor.
Good.
So
All right.
Well,
Well, thanks for having us.
Yes,
We
sir.
enjoyed it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
we had fun with
Love
y'all.
y'all.
Enjoyed it very much. We
coming.
love y'all too. So Y'all bear
Thank
with
y'all.
us.
Thank y'all. It's all so good. So
Yeah.
good. Thank you so much. It was
Very hard.
but it was fun.
Y'all did
Lots of
good.
fun.
Lots of fun. Thank you, everybody.
Y'all give us just a second. We're gonna get adjusted around for our chairs. And y'all go get you
I'm gonna
some
wrap these up.
cup of coffee or some tea right fast. Just bear with us. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. Yes, ma'am. She's making a fuss because Hannah done went outside. All that. Look, there went that there. Hannah should be back in here in just a minute. We'll get into some of the bribes, not bribes. Until then, let me open up this guest here. And y'all want to come in and chit chat for a little bit. Bingo. There we go. Hang on. Ah, post this thing in here. Chromebook. In the wrong one. There we go. Now we got it. Would say Shane. Hope all is well up there in your neck of the woods. But Todd, we put him in puppy prison for a few minutes until the preacher and his wife left. We tried to con him with some snacks that Jack and Danae sent, but he done got so doggone excited. We ended up having to put him in puppy prison for a little while, but we're gonna let him out here in just a minute. Let's see if I work on this camera a second. There, a little better. But once again, y'all, well, we've been anxious, excited, kind of like the preacher. We got our belly full off everybody's honey there. Hannah started that new recipe on them biscuits. And, buddy, I tell you what, I was running through, put me a dab of this one on there, dab of that one on there. But we're gonna get them put together, and hopefully in the next little while. Like I say, we got our 1,000 sub coming up giveaway. We know Terry from Guardian Bee Apparel. He's on board with some of his product for the giveaway. We'll have the honey, do them little half pounders. Let's see. Hannah's doing some kind of shopping on the internet to kind of get a few more things together for the giveaway. Mr. Steve Amos, I'm not sure. It's kind of up in the air on that end, but we're still in the, I don't want to say the boat really, but I guess whenever we ain't on camera, Hannah's grandma is in, she's not in bad shape, I don't reckon, but she's not in the best of health. And oftentimes we have to run up there and Hannah sit with her for a night or two and things like that. So a lot of it's going to kind of fall on how that everything goes with her grandma and everything. But we sure want to try and get up there one of these days. Michael, we do use the essential oils, and like DC saying there, the peppermint and the eucalyptus oil. But I don't know if I can reach them right now. But I forget. We just usually go to like there's a health food store across the state line over there in Mississippi. Whenever we get low on peppermint or that eucalyptus, we usually pick it up from them. But I can't think of the name of it right offhand yet. She gets back in here. I'll dig around and see if I can find the name of that stuff right fast. What stuff? The peppermint oil and eucalyptus, what the name brand is.
I think we usually buy McCormick.
On the essential oil?
The peppermint or the eucalyptus?
Peppermint. Let's see. You're right. They were wanting if we come to Nobby this year, so it all kind of just falls over. Kind of like last year with your grandma. But Michael, this is the eucalyptus. I think it may be too much light on that thing.
He did that nonsense yesterday. Literally yesterday, he did that. He said, "Have you been waving at any Walmart cameras lately?"
Yes, sure did. Yes, every time I go in there.
Y'all gonna try to bring out the ugly side of me because the preacher's gone?
Michael,
Jasper's finally out, so he can say hey to everybody.
the eucalyptus oil is Aurora something another. CIA. Then
You funny Todd.
oh, I'm sorry. I grabbed the lemongrass. And what's the name of that? Nature's what?
Nature's Alchemy.
Nature's Alchemy. Okay.
Sorry.
That's the name of the lemongrass.
Making room here. Oh yeah, here he is today.
Where
All the way.
let's see.
He's gonna make me move over. Yeah, y'all can see him throwing himself around in protest. I don't think he realizes how big he is, and he's a little too big to do that on me. But now he's all wound up.
All right, we're gonna get into some of these brides now. Or non-brides. Right fast.
No new car. We've lost the 30 grand. Carl said he just told his wife no new car.
Man's out 30.
Jasper's pumped, y'all. He has been waiting on this all week long. He got mad. He heard Ed and Joey on yesterday and didn't get on the live stream.
Just at the age, man.
Yeah.
Come on. Thank you. Thank you.
He won't share his chair, will
I
he?
ain't sharing my chair with you. This just kind of some of the little knickknacks and where's the Jack and Jimmy's? Behind me, back here.
I don't know.
Let's see. A few of the little deals some of y'all sent.
Sarah sent her little ornament.
Yep.
I think we showed a lot of these, like, as they came in. But it's a recap because we're so excited.
There we go. Yeah. Yeah, that'd be going on the little
Oh no,
snippy
today
tree.
she said her 4 dogs are going crazy seeing Jasper.
They're happy dog. Happy dog. See, Spanky sent us a little
A smoker.
smoker keychain.
So cute.
Mr. Dan Weaver, if you catch this one, what you get?
Well, you go, girl. She said, this is Carl's wife, and I am so getting a new car no matter what he said.
Oh, man. I thought what he's saying. Oh, no.
No, I didn't see Mr. Dan Weaver.
No. I mean, last time we talked to him, he was having some kind of cell phone issue wherever he was at up there, so he was kind of having to catch things on the latter part. But
And I wish that other Texican. She's getting support. Danae started it. Go, Carl's wife.
Oh, let's see.
Oh, man.
Mr. Dan Weaver, thank you for the Gettysburg keychain there with the cannon on it.
Pretty.
Did you get that part?
Really?
The cannon.
You got you a cannon for sure.
Cannon I carry with me everywhere.
Mhm.
Thanks, sir. Let's see here. Which one was this one? Some Spanky's little hot honeys.
Yeah.
Now, let me
Correct ourselves.
correct
Those
myself
are
on it.
not
You
the
don't mix them.
concentrate.
Yeah, not the concentrate. This
That's
is just
the real honey.
hot honey. But what's you call this one? Smoke starter, I believe.
Yeah,
Yeah,
smoke starter.
smoke starter on that one little hot honey.
Hey, Mr. Mark, you are late, but Philip won the Runny honey, and Russell Koopman won the cream honey. Starburst.
Yep. I get this is Spanky's other hot honey. Starburst there. I got a few more from everywhere.
I wish the other Texican was in here too. Sarah said hi to the Mark Miller. The one and only Mr. Mark, huh?
I'm looking for the hot honey.
I think they're all stuff right there together. Oh, hey, Haley. You stole a keyboard, didn't you? I figured you'd be helping your mama shop for cars, girl. Hell, she might as well let you help her pick, huh? You gonna inherit it one day.
Where we on Carl still?
Haley,
Oh, who's
she
that?
got the keyboard.
Oh, okay.
So I was talking to my friend.
All right.
So I was telling her,
Well,
your mama let you help pick the car.
we thank you helping your mom and daddy out with this honey and yeah, because he sent me a picture of her standing at the like smoker. He had all his peppers lined up on the smoker and
Yeah.
everything, and she was showing them all. But
Oh, no.
there's Carl and them.
That's not the way Mom drives. I won't inherit that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no, that was Haley or Carl.
Oh,
Who was it? Steve said we need to have a hot honey contest next year too, but do that one last.
yes.
This is going to end up being like a 3-day weekend thing, y'all. Do hot honey, cream honey, and runny honey on different days.
That's what Ed sent. for his hot honey. Yeah. He will to you.
Yeah.
And here is whipped,
Hot
Hot.
whip.
hot whipped. There you go. There you go.
There you go.
That one there. Then these are Darren's.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Pennsylvania, Darren.
All right. Let's see. This is his hot honey. So good for the hot wings.
It's a really pretty color.
Then I'm not going to lie to you, Darren.
Isn't it hot garlic?
Yeah, when I seen this one at first, then I seen the pizza part. I was like, I don't know, but I didn't try it yet. But when we opened them bad boys up, I tried it. And this is his garlic honey, and he's got right on there good on pizza.
Mm-hmm.
Once I tasted it, I was like, okay, yeah, I can see this going on some pizza
Yeah.
for sure.
Carl said, did you taste his hot honey? And does the smoky taste come out?
Yes, I can get a hint of the smoky taste and a good run of the spice there.
Come up here, Mike. Come on.
I'll say y'all don't get worked up on me, but I'll give it an opinion, not a judge
Mm-hmm.
on the hot honey. I'll just say between Ed's Runny hot honey and Carl's was like, which we've talked about this before. I'm not a real spicy eater all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Every once in a while, I get on a hankering to where, I like my hot sauce and things like that. But Ed's and them would be good. Ed and Carl would be good for someone that likes that little. Well, I won't say little because it's got a little kick to it, but more somebody on mild to intermediate, I guess, as far as taste level, than Spanky and Darren. Them two are for the ones of you that like show enough hot honey,
Yeah.
like Bartlett. Yes, ma'am.
Hot honey.
Because on both of them, Spanky and Darren's, when I got me a little, or let it run out on my finger there, and got me a taste of it. And Bud, you talked about it, I was like, "Ooh, okay,
Yeah.
yes, ma'am." There's some heat to this.
Blair Moore said, I like the fire in my spirit.
Well, you'd be definitely good with Spanky or Darren on that. And for the ones of you that like to say like a hot honey, it's just not too spicy. It's kind of right above medium there. I'll say about.
I'm with you, Joey.
I'll give it 5/8, 11/16, something like that. On the medium end there.
Yeah.
That's for the ones of you that read the tape measure. Then
Oh,
what else we get? We got Jack and Danae's down there.
I got Sophie's earrings.
Yep.
Coffee cup.
Oh, boom. I got my little buffalo put in.
Mm.
Now, if I had a favorite out of the deal, I got to say this one.
Right. That's pretty fun. He said we like our hot honey to be mild medium. We want it to be a culinary ingredient, not a TikTok challenge.
Yeah. That's some good ones to most definitely.
Become a TikTok challenge.
Yeah. Phil, 33 Mile Bees, once again. Man,
Thank you so much.
the reason I'm I'm I guess a little more partial-ish on this end is because the man remembered. Because we was talking about in one of the lives way on back about how when I was little, I had a cousin in Michigan, or a second cousin lived in Michigan, and he would mail us pure maple syrup each year.
That's probably true, Keith. He said killing the customer isn't a good business model.
No, you gotta be like them doctors. Keep them coming back to you.
Yeah.
That's what, let's see, turn that, maybe I get a little better shot, but
That thing is up.
that maple syrup, yeah,
Higher than we normally have it.
I didn't feel like doing the whole switcheroo thing, make everybody
Yeah.
wait, but
Oh,
now,
you're not giving me a lot of room.
What? I'm trying to think of conversation you can keep them going with while we do the
I
finale.
was really waiting on him to come in, though.
I know. Yeah. I hope ain't nothing going wrong with him, but let's see.
I can't believe Philip hadn't been doing his do-to-do dance either. He must have had to dip out before he found out he won.
I guess so.
I hadn't seen him in the chat in a while.
I figured he'd be one of the first ones to hit that button and talk about, yeah, I knew it.
I know. Thinking, man, you've been trying 2 years.
You want to?
Today said, wait, there's more. Oh, yeah, we're not done with the bribes that were sent in that are not really bribes.
Yeah, one more. And I hope the camera picks up good for y'all because
It must be present to win.
there you go. If you don't claim your prize, how you do that? 24 hours. You got 24 hours to claim your prize.
Oh, is he working nights? Carl said he thinks Philip's working nights.
Oh, is it? All right. Well,
You get a pass, I guess.
I guess so. He'll probably just fast forward all the way to the end to see
Yeah.
who the winner was. But when we opened up the box on this, the shipping box that it came in was like, do what? But y'all give me a sec. You want to tell them how you done your biscuits for the biscuit maker? Repeat. Somebody that just came here. Okay. All right. But me, I know.
That's probably true, Brian.
Yeah.
He doesn't know.
Yeah. Let me just show y'all this.
Ooh, a habanero, honey. All right, this is last year's
Yes.
bribe. And y'all will instantly know who it was.
$30,000.
Oh, no, wait. Darren said Philip's getting his head measured for the crown.
Yeah. Y'all better wait till the swelling goes down before you do that.
Yeah.
That was part of his send in last year. 30,000.
Phil said he's driving to the nearest Burger King to accept his
That's hilarious.
He's gonna be so bad he wasn't here to defend himself.
We're gonna have to cut this part out and make that short. Fill up on that right there. Goodness. That's hilarious. But Blaine sent 30,000 in last year for his bribe.
Yeah. Y'all remember that one. Because I had a panic moment. We intercepted a cartel package. Well, this year it was even worse. So much worse.
Now,
Yeah.
we at least got to do this part of it.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Now, got the box. I had to put handcuffs on it.
Hold on. It is a weatherproof, protective, impact resistant case for valuables.
Now, me and this fella carry on about him having some talking bees.
Oh, wait, didn't we put the link? Yep.
What?
He's been trying to get in. Philip's been trying to get in to do his acceptance speech.
Yeah, said I
Buttons is blocking it.
I tried, y'all. She called me out.
I can barely get my head in the screen.
It's just too big.
It was it.
Trying. Make it fit.
Congratulations, Philip.
Yes, sir.
Well done.
Hats off to you, sir.
Mhm.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much.
Well, more so he's gonna knock down the door to get in.
Oh,
He's
my
probably big.
gosh.
I don't feel like I do back there.
Dude, like Steve said, I gotta zoom out here. Can y'all hear me
So
from
were
way
you
back?
keeping up with all the everybody trying to figure out where you were? We thought you had gone to Burger King to get your crown.
I saw that. Yeah, I saw that coming. No, I can tell you, it's been crazy because I've been trying to listen in the car, and
Uh-oh.
what was happening is it kept dropping off. So when I would come back, I was actually behind, and my number was up. Are y'all still there? I think you might have froze up. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Go ahead.
Yeah. My number came up on the text, and they started judging, and it was some good high scores, and I was all celebrating and happy. And they did another one, and I said, "Well, that wasn't as good, but that was all right." And then all of a sudden, Hannah goes, "Okay, now we're going to do 14A," and I went, "Wait a minute, that's my number." I was celebrating somebody else's scores. So then 14A didn't score that good. So I was way up here, and I came all the way back down.
Just busted that
That's what
bubble.
I was gonna say. Busted your little bubble.
So then I didn't want to skip ahead. I wanted to hear everybody's score, so I had to stay behind the whole drive. Because if I skipped ahead, I wouldn't hear the scores. And I think I'd heard DC's live because he scored real good early on, and and I knew that you guys had it labeled as summer honey. It's really fall honey. I don't get it until November, but that was from last November. But as soon as
I
he
didn't
started
do the
talking,
labeling.
soon as,
That was not my job.
as soon as he started talking about tasting like molasses, and then he started giving those low scores, I knew that one didn't have a chance. I wanted to comment, Hannah, if you and me was judging, those would be just the opposite. We'd go
I know. I was sitting there thinking that. I was like, boy, I've been all over them fall.
Yeah. He said, yeah, this one tastes like molasses, and I'll give it a 5. And I went, what? I think Keith was the first one he made that comment on.
Yeah, I know. I had to catch myself. My mouth was fixing to fall. Like, are you serious? But hey, that's why I'm not sorry.
I can verify that when I'm at the market in the spring, about 20% of the people like that fall honey. They prefer it. But in the fall, it's probably closer to half of the people, or a little bit better, prefer it. So it kind of changes throughout the summer. But
I don't know. I think they're all good.
Carl would say his goldenrod was low. I would probably love that, Carl. I mean, if it's that dark stuff, I like that. That's my favorite. Yeah, that one. I think of mine. That one scored the lowest too, but that's my favorite of all three. But
all those fall honey, Tim will taste, and he'll be like, "This one's for you. This one's for you."
Oh yeah, them spring honeys, buddy. I was all over them bad boys. Like, yeah, this is good here. Then I give her the darker honey, or we was trying them all, and I pass it over there to her, and I'm kind of like, I don't know, just kind of, I get heavy on the taste side. Best way I can explain it as far as my palate. But she looks at me and she's like, "Oh, good grief, that's good."
Yeah.
Well, all right. So we're kind of like Lee and Miss Renee, I guess, over there.
Miss Renee likes the spring light honeys. Lee likes the dark one. I don't know. I guess I get it from my dad, but I much prefer. I like the lighter ones. Don't get me wrong; they're all good, but the darker ones are definitely higher on my favorite list.
Now, I guess I'll kind of give this away a little bit too. between your honeys from out your way, your 3, and I think it was the Richland 2, Ed, and I think it was Darren, Pennsylvania. Y'all's honeys have it's got the sweet honey taste. Don't get me wrong, but
Oh,
way more floral. I reckon is the best way to put it into what was between y'all 3 right there. If I had to choose on those 3 on say a floral end, that would have been a sure enough hard decision to do on,
Yeah.
on those.
Steve said that's why in barbecue contests they have 6 judges for each entry.
Wow.
Oh,
Yeah.
that-
Described Ed's honey as having a floral smell. I was like, well, that sounds just like my Richland honey. So
They
Yeah.
were really good.
Well, one of them is like flavor change 2 or 3 different times in your mouth. You get a different little floral taste here, then it was like boom, it turned over into something else. The same thing. Ed's had, I guess, like that citrus, a little bit taste to it. Best way to explain.
Yeah, and you know, I'm not saying this just because I won, but I think your judge was real. He really put an effort into it, and when he got to my Richland honey, he you know, he said the texture. He gave it a low score on texture. He said because it seemed thinner, and he's absolutely right. It is thinner than the others. It's got more moisture content in it, so I can say I can agree with that for that category for sure.
Well, Lord willing, we're having a few technical difficulties trying to get ourselves put back together for normal Sunday fellowship.
Yeah,
If the Lord wills, we'll do it again next year.
when also I got here when y'all had announced the winner, and then I came inside, and I actually had to get out of the stream for a minute because but Judy had news for me. I've been at my mom's all weekend, and my wife told me that my daughter was sick, and then she also said Sophie's got a sore throat, had to go to the urgent care, but she's gonna be all right, I think. But her aunt, who we've been praying for, well, she's all. First of all, let me just go ahead and say she's had congestive heart failure for seems like 4 or 5 years already, and they were trying to let her live her life out at home, or actually at her daughter's house, who lives like next door. But she had to go to the hospital, so that's not a very good sign for her. She was trying to stay out of the hospital. So we probably need to update the prayer list to include her family. Her name's Janae Wood, if you know. Yeah, Janae Wood.
We'll still get her added to it. And
she was doing better, and she'd gained some weight, and she'd actually gone for a car ride. But the next day she started throwing up, so that's what put her in the hospital. She's 80, I think, so she needs another heart, but she's just too old to qualify for one.
yeah, a lot of there's one of the widow women at church. She fell not too long ago and busted her shoulder up real bad, and Miss Sarah's. Yeah, she just turned 90 this year, and they said that they was too afraid to, put her to sleep just to do that kind of simple surgery. And I can only imagine dealing with something with CHF kind of thing. And
Right.
We just pray for resting.
Yep. Pray for peace.
Everybody, yeah, in there. But, well, let me show y'all right quick. We're really kind of trying to drag it out, see if that other Texican will come in here, Blaine. But maybe he'll catch it on the end. But going back to his deal, 30,000 last year. All right. I called him and told him, or I sent him a text message. I said, "We got you honey." And I said, 4 big burly dudes in black suits just come knocking on the door, and they landed a helicopter out in the backyard back there. I said, "There were some talking bees that come out of that helicopter and handed me this here box. What's all this about?"
Yeah.
And
It went on and on.
yeah, we got a little, we carried on about it. I'll say
Yeah,
that.
we did.
But
I have laughed, y'all. I have laughed my butt off. There's 60 grand in there with the honey this year.
yeah, 30,000 on that side and 30,000 on that side.
In the weatherproof carrying case.
That's good. That's good.
I don't know how he's gonna top it next year. He started out way too high.
I'm telling that crazy joke, but we've enjoyed it. All the cutting up and carrying on, good fellowship.
Blaine needs to save that honey and money and pick me up here and take me to Navi in that helicopter so I don't have to drive.
Says, man, get with those talking bees.
Yeah.
Some folks talk like, "What are you talking about talking bees?" What the
If you say Blaine's name, everybody will guess. Phil said, "Yeah, that sounds about right." Brian said, "Double or nothing."
Yeah. So,
I'm kind of bummed out. It's over now.
yeah,
It's like waiting on Christmas, and then it takes you like 5 minutes to open your presents, and it's all over with.
I'm glad folks have been on board with it.
I mean, for real. 28 runny honey entries. And what, 5 cream honey?
I'm just trying to make it look close.
You don't scare people to death.
I'm not scared of that. Not with my pretty face.
You didn't give me time to do my hair and makeup tonight.
Oh, yeah, I didn't send her the hair and makeup on this one.
No.
I kind of wish that DC had won it because then maybe he would come in. Come on in, DC.
It's the button. We got him in. Yeah, you were
Yeah,
on
no,
with
you had him in here once. Yeah, you got him in here once or twice. He did pretty good, I thought.
Well, at least she didn't have any pumpkin spice honey.
I wonder what that would taste like. I know everybody's getting into that, but or this time of year, I think Brian and them sell it pretty good out there. Their little market and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Good night, Sarah.
Yeah, the fun's over. Everybody's going to bed.
We got our die-hard in here with until we get
there's
to
still 40 people in here.
where it'd been cooking. We ain't got to shooting nothing yet or get your butt up, so stand by.
It's coming.
So, now, Russell made a comment about my honey there, but I know I can't remember who I gave what to. I gave Mike one of them, and I gave Russell the other one. I gave one of them the Capel and one of them the Richland. I can't remember who I gave to who. So he might remember. I don't know.
Yeah. They definitely have very different tastes, though.
Mm.
In my opinion, and this is just my opinion. It's good solid honey, that Capel honey, but to me it tastes like honey. It doesn't, to me, there's nothing unique about it. So, and maybe that's what you need when he's having to taste so many different things, but maybe I'll slip some of that into the black jar at the Nobby and see if they agree with him. I don't know. Cause I put the Richland honey in it because it tasted so unique. The preacher's wife's probably mad at him. She's like, "You had to pick the one with the smallest jar."
No, I told them to look when y'all are over, recoup from 30 different kinds of honeys tasting at one time. They're gonna
But-
come back in a day or two and pick some more jars to take with them.
because I got down to my last half a bucket of that honey, and so I only started putting it in those small jars so I could, because the thing I do at the farmers market is I get everybody to taste all 3 of those honeys and we talk about them, and
Mhm.
I'm like, I can't run out. If I run out, then I got nothing to talk about. So
Yeah.
I started putting them all in those small jars. So that's really all I have for that honey. And I'm just about out of that fall honey. I got maybe enough to make it until November when hopefully I'll get some more.
Yeah. Oh, Brian's doing an apple pie cream honey.
Okay.
I'll tell you what, so Russell's cinnamon honey on it.
Apple
on that
cinnamon.
side? Yeah,
Apple cinnamon one. Yeah.
that's
That
good
stuff
stuff.
is incredible.
He sent me a jar of that. That's really good.
It was.
I like. Is that the only one he sent? Because he has peach too. That's really good.
Yeah, that's the only
Yeah.
cream. He sent like a Runny honey and then just the one cream honey.
Mhm.
Right.
But even before tonight, I picked up on some of the different chats to where people was complimenting Russell, and his honey or cream honeys.
Yeah.
So-
My son really likes that cinnamon, apple cinnamon creamed honey Russell did.
Mhm.
He thinks the peach is too sweet, but the peach is good. If you get the peach, you put it on those grits, and it tastes really good.
Ooh.
Okay.
I
Tones
wouldn't
it
have
down
thought
a
of
little
that.
bit.
Huh.
I ain't thought about slapping none of that in my grits now.
Russell told me to put it on oatmeal or cream of wheat or something. I was like, dude, we're in the South. We don't eat that stuff.
Yeah,
We-
no,
we-
no, wait there.
Yeah.
We wait for our grits to boil. Not the instant ones either. Throw that stuff in the trash.
My cousin
Ooh.
did stone ground. He did stone ground grits. He harvested himself, and they've
Oh.
been sitting in my refrigerator for a couple years. But one thing I found out about grits is if you think you want some, just put a little bit in that pan because they
They
expand
expand.
4 or 5 times. Yeah, like a quarter
Oh,
cup
they-
will make a full cup of grits.
If you were gonna pull for fall honey, when would you harvest? Grits and oats in the southern thing.
I'd say if we got any kind of flow, it'd probably be into October. I guess we would pull ours and let them sit idle for the season.
That my last year, Keith, I harvested I think November 1st. But I didn't. It's the thing is I don't get any fall honey down in Richland, but I get it here in Capel. The bees here don't suffer any drought. Everybody waters their yard, which keeps the ditches and creeks and rivers full of water, so they don't suffer any drought here. But down there, anything they can get in fall, they typically put in their brood box. But here, I had up to 3 supers on a couple of hives here in Capel.
Nice.
I'm gonna check them. They got a pretty good early start, so I'm hopeful that I'll get some more. I got 550 pounds off about 10 colonies last fall.
Yeah, wasn't that like your surprise harvest? You wasn't thinking you were gonna get any, and then you got a whole lot more.
Well, yeah, I got a whole lot more in the spring from Richland than I was
Maybe that's
expecting.
what I'm thinking about.
Yeah, it was more than I was expecting because I'd already given up on it. It was so wet, but yeah, it was way more than I expected here in fall too last year.
Well, Todd, we will mail you some grits, but that way you can have a good meal.
What did Todd say? I missed that one.
Grits in California is cream of wheat.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, sir.
Mm.
Yeah,
No,
probably better. about a year after my daddy had died, my mama wanted to go see her brothers and sisters, and they was kind of spread out. I had a uncle that lived in Springfield, Illinois, and I've got an aunt that lives out just outside of Salt Lake. And back then, this was 97, so something like that. That Amtrak train run through Mobile, went on New Orleans, and you could take the ride all the way up through the country and all that. Mama always wanted to do that. So we loaded up going to see her brother and sister. And on the way, there was a couple from Australia on the train. And I just loved hearing them talk. And so I tried to make conversation with this man as much as I could. I probably drove that man up the wall as much as I wanted to hear him talk. But we sat down for breakfast one morning, and I got a typical plate of patty sausage, over easy eggs, grits, and a whole bunch of toast. And I piled all that stuff together, and that man was just looking at me like I was crazy. He said, "What's that big old pile of white junk you got there on your plate?" I said, "Oh man," I said, "that's grits." He's like, "What's a grit?" I explained to him what a grit was. And he said, "Is it really that good?" I said, "Oh yes, sir." I said, "Once you put the salt, pepper, and butter to it, you got something going on." Well, the next morning he tried it. And we was on the train for 3 more days until we got up through Springfield, Illinois up there. That man ate grits the rest of the run after he got him a good taste of them things.
Yeah, I used to like to mix them in with my eggs. But yeah, somebody was asking, looks like Steve answered. It's ground hominy. I don't know if I'd call it fine ground, but it's, I just looked it up to make sure I was right, but they also says sometimes they'll just grind up corn to make grits too. But hominy is what I always thought it was. Are you sure he asked what grits were? Because I was in a restaurant once in college, and I think the parents were down for a visit, and I think the student was from up north, and they were in the restaurant, and he looked at the waits person and said, "What's a grit?" What? He didn't say what are grits. He said, "What's a grit?"
What's a grit? Well, let's pluralize it, because there's a bunch of them in there. You tell me it's that little white piece off the end of the corn right there. Just make it simple for them. They're like, "Oh, okay, I got you now." But well, you can make a fine meal, breakfast, lunch, or dinner.
Yep, kiss my grits. That's right, Darren.
Yes. Waffle House, like Mike's saying, or there's a lot of places around here in Mobile that'll serve it, but more so you start getting over in your old neck of the woods, and Joey's in Louisiana. You get into, shrimp and grits and all that good mess. Yeah, make a meal out of it.
So, Steve, I wish I'd gotten to you earlier, because my dad swore, he's passed away, but and my mom tells a story too, that right after they got married, he stayed after to make some homemade biscuits. And she said she made him the hardest hockey puck. You couldn't even bite through him. Yeah. And he sat down and ate every one of them and swore they were the best thing he'd ever eaten, because he knew if he didn't make her think that she'd never try again. So yeah. He just said they was the best tasting biscuits. And she turned out to make great biscuits. When I was a kid, all my friends would come over and look for leftover biscuits that was left over from breakfast. They all wanted to come in and get some leftover biscuits.
Well, Mr. Steve Amos, shoot us an email and I'll get Hannah to jot down her biscuit recipe that she's picking up from some of these mature women, I'll say, around here. Your biscuits. Some of the older ladies. Steve Amos said, my wife can't make real biscuits, but she makes the best grits I've ever had. Ooh. So email it, and You can give him your new biscuit recipe. Them things are good, I tell you.
I gotta make one more time. See if I got those measurements right though. Like the woman that told me didn't give me a real recipe.
Russell, I think every Southerner can agree with you on the tastiness. But once you put some salt and pepper and
Butter.
load that bad boy up with some butter, now you got something going on.
Just give me one grit. Come on, Brian.
That was from a movie, I think. Was that Eddie Murphy or something? Just give me
Oh
one.
my gosh. Larimore said my wife started out trying to make biscuits and they were bricks the size of an oversized hamburger.
Was it my cousin Vinny?
What? Just give me
Yeah,
one grit?
give me a grip.
It was from a movie. I remember that, but I can't remember.
But hey, Steve, we really, seriously, if it kills me this week, we're going to finish the crawfish
Yes.
stuff video. But our holdup is we didn't do an intro or an outro. So we're going to rig one up with the new biscuit recipe. So I guarantee it's 3 ingredients. Anybody can make these biscuits.
Cooking
I
the
tried
cafe.
when I tried when I was in college to make biscuits, and they turned out they was squatty and they was hard. You couldn't even bite through them. But what bailed me out was that Pioneer baking mix. It's easy.
Yeah.
Just follow the instructions, and they make my parents quit making homemade biscuits when that came out because you couldn't hardly tell the difference, and they're so much easier. You don't have to cut all that lard into the flour and all that stuff. So yeah, anybody out there wants to make good biscuits, just go buy that Pioneer biscuit mix. You can't mess that up.
Carl said skip the video and send me the mud bugs. Well,
Yeah,
what kind of dough?
if you use cream cheese and I think what is it, Sprite or 7-Up, that's supposed to be the recipe for like Popeye's biscuits.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
I have to try that one.
Instead of cutting in butter or lard or something, you cut in sour cream and a small amount of Sprite or something.
Ooh, let me get my book there. He wanted to know second and third place. I guess we should have said that, huh? We just got carried away with the winners.
Yep, sorry about that, y'all.
My other book.
But we'll sure give you the numbers on everybody right now.
I know. We just lost off.
I remember when I was in grade school, they would have the Easter egg hunt. And you'd get the prize egg that people would find. Then you'd get the person that found the most eggs. And then they would give about the same prize to the person that had the least eggs, so they wouldn't feel so bad. And after we figured that out, everybody was standing around acting like they couldn't see the eggs because they thought they'd go ahead and get that. How many you got? One? How many you got? One? Well, last year y'all gave a live bunny to the person with one egg.
Yeah.
Well,
everybody sandbagged it.
I was just about that close to putting in the description where it says something along the lines of, but there can only be one winner. And I was going to put it in this along the bottom part along there somewhere. I was like, well, I better not. It might get the feathers in a ruffle, but I'll tell y'all because it's the diehards in here now.
Larimore said just find the lucky egg and stand back and get 2 prizes.
There you go. Except we don't give participation trophies around here.
Yeah.
It's like the old days. You either win or you don't. You know what I mean? Try again next year. I'll shut up now.
Yeah. Okay, so Philip got first place.
I
DC
missed that. I missed that. What'd you say?
Philip got first place this year.
Oh, okay.
Okay, DC's Blackberry got second place, and me again, Joey got third place in the
Way to go,
Runny
Joey.
honey. And then let's see, the cream honey. It was Russell Koopman. Let's see, Russell Koopman won. And then Carl got second with his peanut butter, and Ed's double berry got third for the cream honey. You mean King Philip? Don't be thinking that, Larimore.
There, let me change my moniker here.
I was waiting on you to have something on your screen name coming in.
Is it unofficial? Is it official, unofficial, or unofficial, official? I might have got it backwards there. I got it on there.
Unofficially official.
Oh, okay. I got it backwards. I'm not a very good representative of the crown. I even got the moniker wrong.
Look, everybody has a first date. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
Hey, what else there?
Hey, that sounds pretty good, Steve. Talking about grits. Making grits.
Are we back on grits again?
I reckon.
Anybody made some of them grit pies, if you will?
Grit pie.
Yeah, some folks, whenever, all right, you get done with your grits. Now y'all know the ones of you that cook them. Whenever you get done getting your belly full, whatever's left in the pot, you know that joker turned into one solid block of grit. So
kind of congeals a little bit.
I've seen a lot of people save that part, and they'll cut it up in little slices. I guess little bread slices, if you will, and have it to snack on. But I hadn't got myself to that part. I like my grits hot. I don't want them.
Yeah, you can also you can take those and kind of pan fry them, make them brown them on the outside. Eat them kind of like a half brown.
Okay.
But what I usually do is just add a little bit of water to them and stir them up again, and then heat them.
Oh, there we go. I don't know. We got run over with grits. God love my mama, but when she sold her house, she moved into like this retirement building for retirees. What have you? Apartments. Okay, there's my word. But right behind that used to be a Winn-Dixie. Well, Mama got settled in, got to being friends with a bunch of women in there, and undoubtedly, it turns into a contest for them old biddies to go over there.
See who can get their hands on the deals first.
Yes. And Mama would call us every week. She said, "Look, when you're coming through town, stop by. I got some groceries for y'all. I got some good deals." Yes, ma'am. So,
and there'd be like 6 of the 4-pound bags of grits because they had them buy one get one. Miss Mary, it's gonna take us 10 years to eat 30 pounds of grits.
We gave grits away.
Yeah, we did.
We finally ended up having to tell her, say, "Look, Mama, we good on grits." You know what I'm saying? We let somebody else get on the grit.
Yeah. I was trying to write back to Darren. I would love if Ed wants to give up his secrets. I'd love to know what the 2 berries was he done that double berry cream honey with.
I can't remember if he told me or not. I can't remember either way, but
I don't know. They were all good. Really, really good. I know I keep saying that, but yeah.
Well, it's something different. I mean, the only time we ever heard any kind of cream honey of any sorts, being on these beekeeping chats, we never see anything. Or somebody being at one of the little markets, if you will, or the little redneck yard sale over across the state line. A bunch of people have honey out there for sale, but
Cream honey is not a big thing down here.
and we've had two people, it was two of them, where we was Brian and Jen when they sent theirs last year for the. They just sent it as a gift. We didn't do any cream honey last year tasting, but they sent us their cinnamon and just regular cream honey with nothing in it.
Blueberry.
Yes, and the blueberry.
Oh, now he comes in.
There he is.
Trouble, Blaine.
Where
Missed it.
have you been?
You had your own, evening Mr. 60K. Steve Amos threw that in there.
There you go. Y'all hit him hard as soon as he come through the door now.
You missed it. You have no idea what Tim went through to present your not a bribe to everybody.
It was an experience at Walmart. I'm not going to go into details on things, but I walked through Walmart, pointed at the deal, waved at the security, told him I was here. And we went to rummaging around. Hannah had no idea what was in my brain or what I was wanting to do for.
It's probably a good thing.
Well, it was after she picked
It
up on
wasn't
it.
until I found out what was running through his brain.
So we walking all around the store trying to find this particular stuff, and finally we run up on it. And she was like, "I don't know what I'm looking for if you don't tell me what it is." I said, "Well, if I tell you what it is, then you're probably just going to tell me not to do it."
Mm-hmm.
So
that's called a conscience, Tim.
Yeah.
You ought to listen to that.
there's a lot of times I get myself in trouble with this thing.
He said, "Well, I should have listened to that."
It's his conscience. He's like, "Leave me alone, Hannah. I'll be all right." She's like, "Who are you talking to? Who are you talking to?" Oh.
But I mean, I finally told him the fourth time we walked down the same aisle. If I knew what we were looking for, I could help you look for it, and it might not take us all day to find it.
All right, what was you looking for, Tim?
Well,
His little.
you remember used to as a kid. I know we pretty well all had one, but you could get the cap gun set up. You could get the little police badge, and you could get some handcuffs and sunglasses, the whole policeman deal.
Yeah.
And that's where I was. I was in 1989. You know what I'm saying? Going down the toy aisle, and the only thing we could find was a cap gun. And I was like, they don't make stuff like this for kids anymore, which we don't have kids, so I have no idea on that end. But I'm just thinking, what's wrong with America? Where's all the cap guns and stuff?
Yeah.
Well, that's when I started explaining it to her. I said, I need some kind of policeman.
Yeah, he wanted
Get
the little police costume accessory kit.
Yep. We all I begged for those things when I was a kid. My mom never would buy them for me. Somehow they would come up with a cap gun though, with the little roll caps in them.
And that's where it fell in with the guys. Me telling Blaine, or sending Blaine a text message about the dudes in the black suit and the talking bees, like it was some kind of special organization that delivered Blaine's. What?
Blaine said, "I wanted to do a full briefcase, but that would have gotten expensive and fake money flushed." But then Steve told him, "Tim ain't exactly a briefcase type of dude. Send a gun case instead."
He did just right, too. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Blaine, we laughed for 2 days after we opened your delivery.
Hey,
Mm.
yep. I thought your story about the badge. I thought you was gonna have that plastic badge, so when the security came up and got close to you, you was gonna wave that plastic badge at him and say, "It's all right, buddy.
Why
I'm
do
okay."
y'all give him these ideas?
I'm just. You just tell him, say, "I'm undercover. I'm undercover." Flash that little plastic badge. Say, I'm undercover today."
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Hey, there's enough of them in here, especially if y'all know this one. Y'all probably pick up as soon as I say it, but show that thing and go, citizens arrest, citizens arrest.
If you do that, I promise you, I will walk away like I have never seen you before in my life.
Okay. I mean, they don't hit us up about the tickets anymore. We done been through that with them. I tell them, look, hey, this is paid for, Bo. You ain't looking at my receipt. And on out the door I go. So they don't even ask us no more for the receipts.
Yeah, they kind of know us in there. I think we've been red flagged.
Oh, yeah, they hit the button on for sure. But thank you, Blaine. Got a good kick out of this. And like I say, everybody else that sent stuff in. And it's been another
It's been a
fun.
blast.
Yeah.
Hey, you were driving me up the wall because you want to see everybody.
Well, he's not in the picture.
Mm.
Put my toy money up. Now what we do is we walk through that Walmart parking lot and just start dropping these things.
Yeah.
I'd
You
be
come back
scared. I'd be scared to do
oh
that.
my
You're gonna get
word.
mugged. You're gonna get
Seriously.
mugged, and then you're gonna get shot when they find out it was fake.
That's something. You're going to start a riot. You got 40 people out there picking up fake $100 bills.
Yeah.
Be quick on the draw. They're telling.
If you decide to do that, make sure you roll tape, okay? I'm not encouraging you, but if you do, I want to see it.
He's not encouraging you. He's just looking forward to it.
We'll see what we can do, y'all.
Oh my word.
I'm sure.
Just see what it is. No, Todd, I could not, and I do not want to. You see Tim in the parking lot saying, I'm making it rain.
Just run through there.
Yeah, people coming out the woodwork, and then you would have a riot on your hands when everybody realized it's fake.
So don't be mad at me.
Then they get one of those money guns shooting it up in the air.
That flare.
What's going to get me shot? Shane, no, we didn't. I figured, it would probably cost $70 to mail a little jelly jar of honey from Canada. But I have no idea if it's allowed to go across the border or not.
I hear there's plenty of people walking across the border. Just get one of them to carry it over for you.
That's what I was thinking. I was watching a video not long ago of, I don't know, somewhere on one side of the road it's the U.S., literally. One side of the road U.S., the other side of Canada over there, and you could easily just...
Blaine, please don't do that. I'm asking you kindly, please don't do that. But I'll have to get you a money gun next time.
That's about a good time.
Please don't do that, Blaine.
I will say, talking about weapons, I know we were telling y'all we were going to try to, use the tannerite for the yellow jackets. And got out there the other morning, and I stuck one of them little tannerite deals in. We had some of those foam deals that Jack and Danae sent us, the medical things to make it. Well, me and you was talking about them earlier in the year, but took one that the chickens had tore all up, and I was going to use it for, let's see how this tannerite goes, and put them 22 long rifles down through there. Finally got my gun, my iron sights sighted in and just had me a pretty little line where I finally was dropping down to my target. And we hit the tannerite, but I don't know if there's enough grainage in those target shots on that long rifle if it had enough oomph.
Oh, Joe's trying to get in.
Oh.
I thought you went to bed like an hour ago, Joe. Oh, slow down, button.
I did, and I came back.
He came back and resist.
When are y'all going to have the giveaway?
That's a really good question.
The 1,000 sub, y'all don't hold us to nothing complete yet, but hopefully around the end of October, early November is everything works out.
Okay. I've got something I want to donate for you to give away.
Well, thank you. I know folks appreciate it too.
Absolutely.
It's one of those little stream light like I use to see the eggs in the cells. It's a good
Oh,
food.
I don't know if that's going to make it to the
Awesome.
giveaway, Joey.
boy.
What is it?
He said, I don't know if that'll make it to the giveaway, Joey.
Oh, well, maybe I need to send two then, huh?
No.
No. Just address it to me and I'll hide it from him until the giveaway.
But that's what I was going to say. I can either send it to y'all. Y'all okay?
Uh-oh. Fell down.
Hey.
They muted it.
Uh-oh. They done left, Philip.
Yep. Hey, is that picture behind you? I know that's in out near Gatlinburg, right?
Yeah, that's off the Blue Ridge Parkway.
Yeah, is that driving up to, is that in the park in the national park there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that driving up to
I think part of it is.
Is that driving up to the, what is that, Klingman's Dome? It looks kind of like it looks.
No, we were actually, where were we going that day? I think we were going to Grandfather's Mountain.
Okay.
Or just came back from it maybe and took that.
Because you look like you're pretty high up there.
Philip's been trying to get y'all's flashlight.
Jasper just took out the whole tripod.
He hit that core, buddy. Y'all seen what happened? He's gone, son. Triggered him into a moment over there. Whoa. Good grief.
The whole Oh my
we
God.
went far from Grandfather's Mountain that night.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever been there. I've been to Cage Cove and Townsend and
Yeah.
a few places. My father-in-law lives in Sevierville. So
Anyway, on the flashlight, I can either send it to y'all or just send it directly to whoever wins it. Either way you want to do it.
That's up to you, Joey. I mean, whichever way would be easier for you.
To show y'all what can I put a link in the thing? Will that work?
I think so. Bob's done it. A time or two. We can.
That's it right there.
Yeah, hit present.
Okay. Yeah, it went, Joey. I see it in the chat. I think if you got one of them blue wrenches, you can put stuff like that in there.
Lord of mercy.
Now I'm just going to lay down and go to sleep.
But
And see derailed the whole thing.
anyway, that's just to show you now. Now, if anybody clicks on that link, that's one of my associate links with Amazon. So if you click on that link, anything you buy after you click on that link, it's probably going to give me a couple pennies. But that's not why I put that in there. I just got to legally say that. But that's the flashlight.
Okay.
Yeah. I am going to go on to your link and buy that thermostat. That's a pretty good deal for my
What's thermostat?
the
Yeah.
the one you got on your refrigerator.
Yeah. But
So
out of all the flashlights I've used, that's actually the best one. It throws a little bitty small. When you close up, it's a real small beam, and
Mhm.
the bigger beams just seem like it just blinds me. But do that one, and Atom and Melissa, it just shines down in that hole a lot better, where you can see that egg standing there, or not.
so Tim, you was telling your story about the tannerite. Um, I saw a YouTube video of a guy. He had what was it? It was kind of a torch thing, but he had rigged it up. He had like an oxygen acetylene striker and this torch thing, and he had moles in his yard, and he found a little entrance hole, and he jammed it down in there and turned the gas on. But he had a big long cord where he could strike it from way off. He struck it and then just blew those mole holes, the whole trail. It was awesome. It was awesome.
Oh my word.
We could do it. We would. The only thing is, I'm worried about pulling that 30-30 out or something a little bit more higher range or firepower.
You
Mhm.
got to have something like that, or it won't set that tannerite off. You got to have heavy
Yeah.
caliber.
So we'll take the 30-30 and I've got some pizza junk boxes and all that, and we'll make a day of blowing boxes up at Lance's or something over there in the big fields.
We had, a friend of mine came to the farm and he had a couple of ARs, and one of them was a 22 caliber, another one was like a 243,
Mhm.
and he had some tannerite, and we shot it several times and it wouldn't blow up with that small fast bullet, and so
Oh
I
yeah.
went in and got the 30-30 and gave it to my son, and boy, it set it off when he hit it with that 30-30.
Oh. Okay.
I believe.
Thank you so much, Kimberly.
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Appreciate that.
Thank you. Yes, ma'am.
It
Okay,
usually
I
say
think
on the side of the tannerite what it takes to set it off, but it takes a pretty heavy load.
Todd knows what you're talking about. Uh-oh, we lost Joey.
Put Miss Kimberly up there real quick.
We really appreciate that, Kimberly.
Yes, ma'am. Lee, too. I imagine he done hit the hay. And who was it? Mr. Steve Amos.
Okay, I knew I had seen one more, but I couldn't remember. DC said, "Oh no, Philip's here."
Did you have to leave, DC? I was trying to goad you into coming on with us.
Did you hit the wrong button, Joey?
I hit the back arrow. I was looking
Yeah.
at the flashlight, and I hit the back arrow, and it took me slam out.
Yeah, that's what I do that. I do that a bunch. That's why they call me Buttons 2.0.
There seems to be a lot of them running around.
Well, like, we wasn't even halfway through, and whenever I left the table and just went through and was putting comments up while they was doing the tasting, I had left my finger up there, I guess, a little bit too long. And whenever I went to pull it off, the whole screen pulled down. And I was thinking, oh no, not in the middle of the doggone show. We'll have to start the whole thing over. Ain't nobody in here. Then I eased my finger back up, and thank goodness it laid the screen back out where it didn't kill it.
And then Jasper tried to wipe it off.
Well, I was waiting for all y'all to go into the fish tank over there.
All I could do was sit here and laugh.
But
Oh man.
I guess a sales pitch for Joey, any of y'all, and Philip too, if you do any kind of that dealings through Amazon where it helps you on links, put them in there.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't even know how to do it. So I don't know.
You see what Steve Amos said about my background picture?
I was just reading that 24 inches of rain.
Yeah, I've been seeing videos from that area. It's crazy stuff.
Yeah.
I guess my father-in-law, he lives right on the Little Pigeon River, and it gets up pretty good. I hope he's all right. His house is all right.
I tell
Man,
you,
I
it's gonna
seen.
be a long time before they get recovered from all of that.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, most of that stuff was like a little bit north and east of Gatlinburg. He's just a little bit, I think, north and west of Gatlinburg.
Okay.
They'll probably get a little bit of that as that starts coming down them rivers down through here. Now, Saraland will probably flood once the flood water start getting down here. But videos I was watching today of people just kind of showing debris fields, if you will, and one video I seen, probably a lot of folks may have seen this one, but it appears somebody was like leaning around to the side of their house and kind of looking up the mountain or the foothill, whatever it may have been there. And all of a sudden, all that debris and mud started rushing down that doggone thing. And they didn't have but literally a split second to turn around and get to the front side of that house. And it come through and busted the porch and everything to pieces. I was like, my word. I know it got bad, but I really didn't realize how bad it is for people up there right now.
Yeah, it is bad. I think DC was saying he didn't realize it had that much. I think he meant strength left. But the way I heard it, DC, is that you had that widespread wind and rain, and when it got to those mountains, it kind of compresses everything. It hits the mountains and funnels them down into those valleys. The water drains, and you got the wind that gets pinched down. So yeah, it was a bad deal.
You know, I mentioned this
Oh,
last
no.
night on the chat, but I'm not sure if we were still on or not. But what happens a lot of times with that, you get that wind, but when you get the kind of saturation they got, the kind of water they got,
Mhm.
back in the 90s, Hurricane George, it wasn't a real bad storm, but it threw a lot of rain on us in our areas. And that ground was so saturated and soft when the storm came, which wasn't probably but 70 or 80 mile an hour winds. It took 90% of the pine trees and on the
Mhm.
employer's property. It took them all down. The ground was so soft it didn't take much to blow them over.
Mm-hmm.
That's the danger with all that rain. But
So-
Philip, I think he was talking about the smell of his honey, not
Oh,
the storm. I had to go back in the chat and read that too.
I thought he was talking about the storm and that how it, because that's kind of what I thought. I was like, how could it be that strong all the way up into Tennessee? But
Mm-hmm. No, he was saying he thought the aroma of his honey would have lessened because it was so much older.
oh, okay. It's like wine.
It just gets better with age.
That's right.
Joey, when George come in, or George, as they was calling it,
George.
and it was like some kind of French name. It's basically, if you look at it, it says George's. There ain't nobody around here gonna pronounce it the way them jokers was doing. But anyway, all that rain, and I haven't seen any since, but pretty well same thing around here because it come up Louisiana and it just made that hard right and come up through like where Dirt Rooster's at, then pretty well right through our back door and on up the ways. But we got buku rain here. But man, for a good week or so in ditches and ponds and anywhere water was holding for a good while, we was getting these, best way to describe them, look like some kind of little black eel looking deal. And I don't know if the storm brought them in or it's just something that they pushed up out of the ground or however it was, but there was a big ordeal around here in Mobile for a good couple of weeks. People finding these basically little black eels in their yards and in the ditch lines.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think those things live in the ground a lot of the time. Because I used to catch those it scared the hell out of me when I catch them in my little crawfish net, dragging them out of there. Those old slimy eels.
Yeah, I mean, we ain't never seen nothing like that. We was afraid
Really?
to, even
Oh,
as
we had-
teenage boys, but
Oh man,
Awesome.
if you ever catch one of them on your trot line, if you don't have a swivel on it, it'll just be a wad of string, and they'll get themselves all knotted up. And the only way you can get them out is take your knife and cut them out of there.
You can't even hold them. You try to grab them, they just slip out of your hand.
Yeah,
mhm.
they're nasty. That thing
Cut
was
that line and go again.
nasty. Yeah, the ones that I'd have, you'd pull it up and it'd just be a knot because they would twist until they got all knotted up. It was just a big
Yeah.
twisted up eel and string.
Mm.
We would put swivels on our trot line just to keep that from happening because it was so hard to deal with. So
I said use a newspaper to hold.
yeah,
Yeah, that probably work. That'd help.
Yeah,
That's good.
that would help.
This is Todd.
Mhm.
Todd said he saw a video, couple guys catching and unaliving a 14-foot gator that had a body in its mouth down in Florida.
I don't know.
Mm-mm,
No, sir.
but still.
Y'all catching on to that unaliving. I don't know. There's some big old gators now. Louisiana. Well, all through the coast, right through here. You can get on.
I'd love to ride along on something like that, but I don't think I could ever fight one of them alligators.
Once you
Dangerous business.
learn what they look like, you'll see them. If it looks like a gator, it probably isn't. Once you learn what they look like laying in that water,
Mm-hmm.
it'll stick out to you.
They're easy
All
to
you
tell
see
at
is a little
night.
bump on the back and then eyes
Yeah.
sticking out.
Yeah,
Mhm.
just two little knots. At night they're easy because their eyes are red when you
Yeah.
shine the light.
Yeah.
But you know that high water, it'll push them gators further up.
Yeah.
into what normally is dry land.
Mm-hmm.
Now we see a bunch of them down, like when we go. And I know ones of you that's traveled across I-10 through Mobile right there. You got Mobile Bay, and quite often you'll see them right, I don't know, 30, 40 yards off the side of the highway out there in the bay, which that bay, I'd say 80% of that bay is knee deep. It looks like it's deep, but
That's really nice.
no, that thing is shallow.
There you go, DC. He said, now I can call my honey premium.
Because it's a
I
fish.
get my award-winning sticker for mine.
There you go.
Oh, I guess while we got you, you want Dirt Rooster to sign that hat or just send you on?
Oh, did I win a hat? Man, I'm real happy. I was just
Rooster hat.
Yeah.
I need the biggest size he's got. My head has gotten so big.
He'll have
Heck
to
yeah, I want to
autograph
sign.
it twice.
If he's willing to sign it, I'd like to.
Just open the back wide open. Maybe it'll sit on top.
There you go. Yeah,
You
he
thought
said
you
it
was
was
just getting
fine
bragging
one.
rights, didn't you?
You either gonna give him to sign it, or I'm gonna give him to sign it after when I see him next.
Yeah.
We'll get him to sign it for you, dude. 24 U'd or something along those lines on there.
Mm-hmm.
I might want his brother or his wife to sign it.
Oh, yeah. Give it to Elizabeth to sign it.
Yeah.
Well, y'all, I'm gonna get on out of here. I just wanted to come in and tell you I wanted to donate that light.
Yeah.
Well, we appreciate you, Joe, and we'll be in touch with you when we
Thanks, Kim.
Okay.
get a date set.
Well, hey, congrats on third place, Joey.
That's
Third
right.
place.
You got
Hey,
third place.
You got third, yeah.
Technically, you got third place twice by two
Okay,
judges.
y'all gonna have to announce that when Mike Berry comes back on.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen it, Joey, but go check out, let me tell you what right video it is.
Oh, did you not see the the little short we did.
Oh,
My
I
little
may not.
nephew, our little
Yeah, I
nephew,
did
he's
see. I
he's
saw.
7. Yeah, but he come in and buddy, he was on it. Handy Boo, I know y'all got some honeys in, and he had to taste them. He tasted every single one,
Yeah, I
and he
saw
did
that.
his own little lineup.
He did the right. Yeah, did the ratings. That's true.
hmm
I
I
did
can't
see
remember
that.
who won his. I can't remember which one of y'all won his. It was you and Mike and who
Then
else? There's some,
Russell
and
Cooper.
then Russell
Dane
got
Jack won.
second.
Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause we had Ollie tell him it's me. Don't say Mr. Joey. Say it's me again, Joey.
Me again,
Yeah,
Joey. That's right.
And buddy, he hit right on top of it. But
he did your line for you.
6th place.
Yeah, I saw that.
Steve said now he's double bronze, Joey Ross.
I'm gonna change my handle to High Beetle Joe. High Beetle Joe.
No, it's the
Joey.
no, it's the Beatles Shuffle.
The Beatles.
The Beatles
Don't
Shuffle.
call it the Stone Punk. Call it the Shuffle.
Yeah, the Shuffle. The Beatles Shuffle. We're gonna if we can get that, band, that bluegrass band back, we're gonna do the Beatles Shuffle at the
Yeah, we do it.
Or just tell him, say, this is how we used to Zydeco him.
Yeah.
But
Oh man.
All right,
we love
I'm out of here, y'all. I'll see y'all later.
Mike.
All right, Joey.
Yeah, take care of me.
Oh,
Where
we
we
went your full 2 hours, button.
we went 3 tonight.
Oh, we did come 3, didn't we?
Mhm.
It went a while because I drove for an hour and a half of it, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I forgot we started an hour early.
Yeah.
I was thinking, boy, we did good at getting through 30 honeys in 2 hours.
You guys had advertised it that way, but I had forgotten about it. And luckily I got a notice on my phone that said it was going to start at 6
Yeah.
because I could have
A
missed it.
lot of people aren't getting notifications.
Uh-oh.
Days later, whenever somebody puts something out.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we'll go on and wrap her up, y'all. We got the
All right.
champion here. His head is kind of not so swollen anymore. Going down
Take a bow, Philip. Take a bow.
Well, it's just an honor to participate.
Hey, we had a blast.
Yes.
We really did.
Even though
So-
I did have to submit 3 different honeys to get one right. So that's probably cheating, but oh well, I'm gonna take it.
I asked him about it if like doing the I'm sorry, I don't know what he but no, I asked him if doing people sending like 2 and 3 honeys, is that the same as like sneaking the extra drawing cards to put in the bucket and filling like 10 cards out?
Yeah. Well, when I saw you had them numbered A, B, and C, I said, "Oh boy, they're going to do an average of those 3." Is what I thought you was going to do.
No, but I didn't want to confuse myself on
Gotcha.
who was who kind of thing. I didn't want to be putting the wrong name up for different people's honey. So I was like, well, we'll just do it this way.
Yes. Take care of us. Like I say, we're going to wrap it up ourselves.
Heading out.
All right.
It has been a blast, y'all. We have enjoyed it.
I'm going to be up half the night. I didn't even eat 30 kinds of honey.
Well, Laura
It has
will and
been
we'll
fun.
try again next year.
Yeah, we will.
Go ahead, Phil.
All right. I said, yeah, it was a lot of fun. I appreciate y'all doing it. Just tell the preacher that my donation's on the way.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to do
You
it.
think Blaine's comment?
What did he say?
Always glad to be here to share Philip's glory.
Hey, we're
He's a team
keeping
player.
it in Texas, Blaine. We're keeping it in Texas.
There you go. 2
right.
years in a row it's gone to Texas. Well, no, Mr. Dan did win, but he gave it to Blaine.
That's right.
Oh, he did.
Mm-hmm.
Where is Blaine? Where is Dan from? I keep wanting to put him in Texas, but he's not. Is he like
Pennsylvania.
Washington or
No,
Pennsylvania?
he's
Okay.
up that gas, I think.
'Cause we
Blaine
got-
said if 60 grand don't do it, I'd hate to see what Philip has to pay.
Well, Philip did a silent auction.
Yeah.
So
Oh, fun times.
he sent in one of them big old clearinghouse checks.
Yeah. Public
Yeah. We just can't get it in the frame.
Yeah, our team is too small for that. Maybe
Oh,
next year.
We'll try. But all right,
All right.
y'all. God bless
Good
you,
night.
Lord willing. We'll see you on the next one.
Yeah. Good night, y'all.
Y'all take care.
Janae said Philip sent the deodorant.
Oh, we have
That's
to
how